Ọbanụ omemma omemma dị mma Chukwu n'imere ihe dị mma omemma dị mma ọgbata obi ya fewere ya aka na mere mma ọbanụ omemma odogwu n'ịmara obi m ị na-aba m eze Chukwu ị na-aba m eze ị na-abanụ m eze Chukwu na-aba m eze ị na-aba m eze Chukwu ọma gị na-aba m eze ị na-aba m eze naanị gị na-aba m eze ị na-aba m eze Chukwu na ị na-abanụ m eze ị na-abanụ m eze dadị na-aba m eze ị na-abanụ m eze onye amụma nọ na-aba m eze ị na-abanụ m eze Chukwu na-aba m eze ebuniene m gị enu kpọba gị omemma omemma dị mma naanị gị na-eme mma echi omemma 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 kpọbanụ gị omemma 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 kpọbanụ gị omemma ọ bụrụwo mmehie mụ na ọ bụrụwo mmehie mụ na-abakwanụ n'eluigwe ọ bụ ezie ma ahụghị ya otuto dịrị aha ya ọ bụrụwo mmehie mụ na tonu ya tobenụ ya tobe ya tobe ya tobenụ ya tobe ya tobe ya tobenụ ya tobe ya tobe ya onye nwe m lụrụ ọlụ ọma n'ụwa tobe ya onye na-eme mma tobenụ ya tobenụ ya tobe ya tobenụ ya tobenụ ya tobe ya tobenụ Chukwu tobe chi anyị tobe ya onye nwe m lụrụ ọlụ ọma n'ụwa tobe ya obenigwe tobe ya tobe ya tobe ya tobe ya tobe ya tobe ya tobenụ ya tobenụ ya tobe ya onye nwe m lụrụ ọlụ ọma n'ụwa tobenụ ya onye na-eme mma tobenụ Chukwu tobenụ Chukwu tobe ya tobenụ chi anyị tobe chi anyị tobe ya tobenụ chi anyị tobe chi anyị tobe ya onye nwe anyị lụrụ ọlụ ọma n'ụwa tobe ya onye na-eme mma tobe ya tobe ya tobe ya tobe ya tobe ya tobe ya tobenụ Chukwu tobe Chukwu tobe ya onye nwe anyị lụrụ ọlụ ọma n'ụwa tobe ya Igbo bụ Igbo birikwene ụtụtụ ọma ehihie ọma mgbede ọma depending your time zone anyị ya dịka echi maka na echi adịghị agwụ agwụ ka anyị na-agwa ya ọ bụrụ na ị sonyere what are you waiting for? Click the like button, subscribe, comment, share. Ife anyị na-ekwu na nke ikpeazụ oyi elu oyi. If you are just coming across our channel for the very first time, you are welcome. This is Kelenna TV. We are live and we are direct, bringing the gospel of redemption by your doorstep. If anyị na-eme bụ common sense, the reason abụrụ na ịmara ife ịma ife kara anyị mara ife kara anyị gaa school ọ maka ife ị na-echefu ka anyị ji wee nọdụ. I just want to make common sense as always. Ọgbaka mere all of us of truth. Ọgbaka mere all supporters of truth. Anyị jebe anyị ga-ejeru anyị naba anyị ya nara ụbọchị njọ ụkwụ apụ iro. Ọmaka mere gị niile unu niile ndị kwu n'eziokwu ọmaka mere unu. Ọ bụ na ị na-anya anya ị ga-ama n'eziokwu men and women of particular concern tried to conceal. You gotta go. That truth tried to hide. The truth is now before us. So ọ bụrụ na ị bụ onye eziokwu and you have come this far, ị kwesịrị itinye aka n'obi. Ijụọ onwe gị ike na ọ dịrọ fecha ọdịrọkwanụ ferecha mfe ọdịrọ fecha. You gotta go. So these things that you see happening now and you are still standing strong is an evidence proof na iwe ndogokwa battle kwakwa Can now and on a video I ended some maybe hour ago. And we are back here in continuation of same video. And those that have commented, Omakamero, James no, Omakamele, James, Kevin no, Omakamele, no, Rienne. Yes, and we move with speed. Those that followed our program before, that program, anyị wetara ụnọ ife mmerụ ọ bụrụ ife mmerụ oke ife mmerụ wetara ife na-eme ji eme because currently there is something going on n'obodo Asia country a na-akpọ Thailand. Ị na-aghọta Ojugo nnọọ Ugochukwu daalụ. O nwere ife mmerụ many years ago wetara ife na-eme currently ji eme ị na-enwe gbom ife wetara ife a ji eme ife wetara ya bụ na Britain signed treaty with present day Thailand, which is called Siam before. They entered treaty where kewara some parts obodo Malay nyande Thai. Then ndị agha na-esizi ọnwụ na-atụkasị ogbunigwe egbuo na ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ. So fa chọziri kapa na ọrụ onwe fa. And ndị na-adọkirikiri ya eruru anyị nwa. You may call it just 3 states or 3 provinces. 3. Yala, Narathiwat, and the other, I don't remember that name. Just, you know, about 3 states. Feruro, Biafra, that is their number. Eruro, number. So, I could know, but on the guy can Britain colonize. No, what if you have a world power? So that kaya mara kenen tu anyị si eso nke anyị ọ bụrụ nne ka anyị chọrọ nwere onwe ị na-aghọta na so o nwere ọtụtụ ndị chọrọ ya ndị nke a bụ ndị ọcha ndị echia the same people of Britain entered treaty kewarụ obodo ndị Malay nye ndị Thai and the thing na-ebuzi ọgbaghara today. Then we played a video of Singaporean Prime Minister promising money. In fact, one news from Obodo Bongona that explained it further. And the news explained that na Singaporean government now promised Ufunwa Moro na abakwe gaga kwea until 16 years. No 94 million naira. Doreen, no, Amakamele, Nora, no, Amakamele. So one newspaper from Obodo Bongo explained it. Ofunwa mụrụ na Singapore na ọ bụrụ na ịgbakọ ego eji enye ya until 16 ka ọ bụ 18 no 94 million. And anyị bụ na-ekwu this is ndị a encouraging their own people with practical steps they need ka fa mụọ nụọ nwaanyị n'oge and mụọ ọmụmụ ka fa si na 1 child or 2 child syndrome pụta batazie n'ịmụ ọtụtụ ọmụmụ fa ji ego na-eme ndị befa that is were ego na-aga n'ichi ya ka ndị befa for reason to adjust because currently fa na-afụta ya as normal not o nwere ndị nọ n'isi na fa need stress o nwere ndị na-afụta ịmụ nwa as stress so for that reason they don't want nwa and o nwere ndị bụ that mentality that they do not want stress dị n'ịmụ nwa ọ ya wetara in most cases some people ihe na-afụ na-atọ ọnụ to tomboy or nwaanyị na-emekọ with nwaanyị ife ha ji enwekarị ụdị ife ha some of them there ihe na-ebu na-ebu n'isi bụ na ha chọọ ịmụ ọmụmụ for that reason ka nwoke ghara ime ite nwaanyị so for that reason nwaanyị na have to go to nwaanyị mana o nwezikwara ndị na-emekọ nwaanyị to nwaanyị based on ntu arụfa ma ọ bụ mmụọ fa si wee gwafa mana o nwere ndị nọ si na fa chọrọ nwa na fa need stress So their government have noticed and they understand that, and they want to change it. They want to break that yoke or syndrome. And what did they do? They are enforcing positively, positive enforcement with ego. They are using money to entice them. No one ya n'oge, mụọ nwa, ịmụ ofu nwa, holiday dịrị gị, ịmụọ nwa na-abụ, more holiday, more money, ịmụọ ụmụ na-atọ, more holiday, more money, ịmụọ ịnọ, mụọ ise. Fa chọrọ ka afa mụọ ma ụba ụba. So anyị were na-ekwu na anịba anyị fụrụ ọmụmụ na mgbe ochie as ife kwesịrị ekwesị. Ọ ya wetara ofu nwoke ji anụ nwaanyị na-abụ, nụọ anyị tọ, nụọ anyị nọ. Ife our problem na bụ na the problem, the hardship na-achọ ka fa wepụ attention anyị from whom we are. Now the suffering dị na the obodo. How is the network on your end now? I think this one is better. Now, my manager don't have any kids, though married. She does not want baby waking her up at night. You're away from the mindset. Ọ chọrọ nwa. O nwere ndị nọ na ga-achọ nwa. Their problem abụghị ego. Nwee ndị nọ na chọrọ nwa, mana fa nwee career to pursue. That pursuing of that career bụ na ha need ọrụ first ka enweta ọtụtụ ego before anụa. Now ife ndị Singapore na-eme bụ, in fact, ha na-break record. Now o nwere ife na-ekwu before na anyị nwa before na nwoke na-anụ ụmụ nwaanyị ịtọ, ụmụ nwaanyị ịnọ, ụmụ nwaanyị ise, a na-amụ ọmụmụ. In fact, ka anyị rapụ kene ụmụ nwaanyị ịtọ na ịbụọ, ofu nwoke ya amụgide mụọ ụmụ naanị. Ị mana the reason eji afụta ya afụta ife ọjọọ bụ na because na gọọmenti adịrị agbata ọsọ enyemaka, adịrị agbatara anyị asọ enyemaka, anyị afụtabazie ya asị ife ọjọọ ka chi na-eji na-efo ife isi ike a na-adịwanye, ife a na-esi ike. So ife a na-esi ike ka ma anyị nwee ịdị na-efocus na the gọọmenti to make life better, to make things better for us the citizen. Anyị na-afụtazi ya n'ọbụ na the reason anyị ji ata ahụfụ bụ na ịmụrụ ọtụtụ ụmụazị. Now Singapore, they are encouraging their own people ka fa mụọ ọtụtụ ụmụazị with ego. Ị na-arụ ọrụ, more holiday and more money. The same ha ga-eje egbe eme ya gbadata n'ebe ụnọ dị. If I just go here and do about Kemara, na some things you are seeing as normal now. The reason, the cause of it was hardship. Because I saw a news na one bongo headline, and that news have it that a judge was arrested because that judge bribe of 20 naira, bribe of 20 naira. Let me see if I can still see the post. Ihe a na-agwa gị ha bụ mgbe ego bụ ego. Mgbe ego bụ ego ka a na-agwa gị ha. Hey, akaja ma afụkwadata na ma afụzienya. I remember deleting a whole lot. Yourself. A judge was arrested. Why? Sorry. Is it a lawyer or a judge? I can't remember. Only bribe. He received a bribe of 20 naira many years ago. MA arrest 20 naira. As we speak today, that same 20 naira cannot buy anything. And the government is not doing anything to salvage the situation. 100 naira cannot buy anything, and the government is not doing anything to salvage that situation. Then the thing the hardship, the failure of the government to implement some policies, game 100 naira, 50 naira, 20 naira, 10 naira, 5 naira, called over value. The government then in you one day no your focus at this end na if I just born one or two. Na mezu ike na after all ndị ọcha na-amụ otu nwa na ndị ọcha na-amụ otu nwa too much ụmụazị na-enye nsogbu na ọ bụrụ ịmụ ụmụazị bụ isi na ịzụ ya asụ ndị ọcha ahụ ị na-achọ to emulate na-amụ ofu nwa as we speak they are now enticing their people with money to get married and have more children. Ka ife ị ga-emezi na nwamba afọ what are you going to do? The Ndiocha they happy for Ndiocha that you were eager to emulate. Now look at Ndiocha. Now get the now more one knows when now one if the government have failed. If I have excuses, I am this instead of confronting our fears, facing the reality. That is why somebody more now, more some Mongolians. Imeto Hakanono has again church is our problem. Church is our problem since they come here, they have not done anything. Or your government will the problem, not church, not religion. Now, ndị ọcha na-amụzi ofu nwa nna anyị lụrụ a na-enwe otu nna ọ bụrụ ịmụ ya bụ isi na ezu azụ ị na-ele anya ndị ọcha ahụ ị na-ele anya they are now giving their people money. They want you to get married and do things on time. My co-worker is married but scared to have a baby, and the husband is not worried about having the baby. Okay, we must continue. I only have a son and I am okay. Okay. In my name, there are some certain things wetaro onye ji ofu nwa based in obodo Bongo ji wee nondo odo. Permit me to use this word. Kede ka njesi ye use ya na ọ ga dị ka nwa. With this present obodo Bongo, I can tell you for free. Na onye ọbụla nọ na ime Bongo iji ofu nwa, that is like onye in fact, kede ka njesi ye ti ya onye ahụ let me just put it that way. In my kindred today, we marry early and we will contribute to make sure you will have something doing. But 7 children is our maximum and 1 wife. This is good. In his kindred, and this thing has nothing to do with government policy. Kindred. Determining their own that is it. Somehow they are determining into the fact that now they are kindred. Today we marry early, like they are kindred, they marry early, and we will contribute to make sure you will have something doing. They marry early in their kindred, and they are going to contribute to make sure that you that is getting married have something doing in his kindred. And this thing have nothing to do with government. But in Singapore, the government is announcing to the citizen to get married on time, have plenty children, for them to get more money. Then, in Batazian Obodo kindred is doing this. KZ state government in nothing. In fact, they can even tell you, now marry as you will train if you see speaking another language. Kama na nwere kwa ife anyị ga-eme nwa sị gị na mụrụkwa ka ya azụ n'obodo ndị ọzọ na-enwe free bus. Ị na-aghọta? Na-enwe free bus and the other things. Mana nke be anyị akụkọ na-akarị ya arụ mgbe niile and ọdụrụ mma. A na-achọzi ife eji a justify the failure of government. Oh, na colonial master is the problem. Nna rapụ ya achịsị ya na gawa. Your wickedness is the problem. That is the truth. Because I'm going to play you a video again from a Singaporean woman speaking at their parliament. What Kelena TV, you supported 7 keys, please. That is too much. That may be too much based on or because of this current economy. Yes. My own. Onwere nke m ga-aga support for the fact na government wepụtara na ọ nwere ụdị help ya bụ ị na-enweta they can do Singaporean government is here now. Oh, they help you with that. Ito ba Romuwa the instruction but Ghana no one morning or Mobano, but almost behind like more now. They want number. Ngas and Amura no, I'm fine. I don't get it. And they want a number and gas. Nano rana. Why no, the more money I get, the more wives I get. That is me. Even my wife is aware. So I have no limit. They want to limit. So anybody have an bumbo to put Nayaka man if after. And I can marry. Now why no? Especially in a buy now. Gaffody. So can you have a Bible? The time is coming. 7 wives. How many wives will be crying? Now let me just answer your name. If I na ha to as we speak, if care is not taken, in the end is in a one or government, let them do the right thing. Let them implement some policies to carry some burdens from you. If Wadrigis, I am telling you, Wadrigis. So the more money, more wife, and more children. And the Chuku Yanaka, government, how many if I gave, according whether or not. So in one of them limits, I don't have limit. I have 4 children, 2 granddaughters, followed by twins, and my wife and I quit because she may come up with triplets. Okay, oh, in was just a triplet. Well, what do you got about into? So, I don't go over things. I hear from them and Singapore now. Every Bongolian question can 3 gags something. The reason you are afraid of getting married, our people is afraid. In fact, dating now, people are just dating, talk more of relationship. I'm a relationship, getting do relationship and dating. People are just say why hello because you are a Bongolian hello. Oh, family problem. People are too friendship. Or dating because I go the noble. So when I to see friendship and the rest of them, why? If any now government have failed, listen to this. Those that followed us in our first program would understand now. Now listen to this from this Singaporean woman. They need the number. They are implementing policies to make you to see reason so that you can marry on time. Because they were taught before marriage, before you go wine, before you go wine or wine and what pursue your career. Man, now they now want to change those things because you will just listen to this lady.
Let me begin with this. There are Singaporeans who do not want children, and that is entirely their choice. But there are also many who, in their ideal life plan, hope to have both a meaningful career and children at some point. The issue we face is not desire. It is timing. Structural pressures, long working hours, housing pressures, workplace expectations are real, and policy must continue addressing these. Allow me to share a personal reflection. 10 years ago, when I was close to my mid-30s,
Ajuoge now as a typical Bongolian. Kedifable government for policy no policy of the Bongo. Policy government, policy Jagaban. Ajuoge no kedifable policy Jagaban. Kefigebu government policy. Government policy. Listen. If you understand some of these things, you need the need. As we speak, a woman that have given up on marriage because of hookup. Marriage had on their brain. Because of EFCK. We man some young girls got family porn that is you go chop. Why? Imakono America so why is afoto onwefa na why ga for 1 week dress ya wear na aga n'iro for 1 week. Onwebere nwoke mere as. Many of them Nigeria is a prayer point. Now waiting to happen. Is it that I'm not beautiful? Is it that I'm not this? Is it that I'm not that? If it's ike, nwoke ọbụla mere gị say, before you now pretend well or rapụ gị gasị ike because if it's ike, ya nwa no get joy. Ya nwa no get joy. They should make visa available to other countries. People can actually travel to Finland, to Singapore. People can actually travel there. Mana so if I now for Singaporeans.
Professional mentor and his wife gently asked me if I was considering having children. I smiled and said, "Let me give birth to my journal article before I give birth to a child." In my case, publishing journal articles was my KPI. I felt I needed to stabilize my career first.
Yeah. Because she needed to stabilize her career first before marriage. Why? In some Asian countries, iru rana 28-30 years. As why? When they go nwa, it is on your no. I don't know test I got on you. You go be like nah or what if a man faga wagon what they call high risk kind of way. So they advise you from 18 to 22, 25. Name Osiana. That is just it. So that you were all bara iki go guy at the young where I'm saying is really bad to be there go face your life. Malanke you have worked 40, 45. Or in actually some of these 45 years old men, 47 years old men, let me just say no bongo. No na policy day. Government is going to support you. At least let's say with 10 million naira, 5 million. Or they can only 45 years, yeah, the problem when they gather and the government is not ready to do anything. Ndị nke asọfaziri mụọ mgba abụrụ ndị na-agba under accidental discharge. Ndị nke agbaziri mụọ ga-abụzi ndị ga-abụ onye ndị uwe ojii butere na East eburu ya gatụ abụ one place na Niger State n'ime nga onwere onye ga-ama ebe ọ nọ. Ndị nke agbaziri mụọ mgba bụ ndị nke a na-agwazi gị na iruo na mọchụarị oji. To the point even na gazine Burundi from mortuary to the people we are trying to emulate one wife na ndị ọcha dị amụ one ka imo two ha na achọzi ka ha mụba double with ego anyị.
Because I was unsure whether I could give both my work and a child and the attention.
Onye ichikwu na-asị gị na-akpọ ya oku 44 years old, no wife, no child. Ijikwu na-asị gị na-akpọ ya oku. Ijikwu na-asị gị na-akpọ ya oku. Kene mgbe ọ ga-alụ, ọ bụ nke o nwekwara ike na mgbe ọ je ha alụ na ọ je chọba nwa 20 ụmụazị Gen Z. Because mgbe ọ je alụ na ị nwere ike ịkpọtara ya nwaanyị 40 years na ọgbanaga. Ya ma ama nkwe. Ịghọtago because ọ je na-apụta ya na nwoke can marry. Oh, you can buy another one from 25. From 25. But you want pino. Tomorrow, pino, I will see you on an nanny. TV on an nanny, maybe a minute, I confirm. Because who made you for quadios, Omazi Gen Z, where you are. Name Father Lebon car was like they don't send you message. I can handle 7 children by the grace of God, though it is tasking and time consuming. I mean, it is too much work. If it is in Nigeria, you will get house helps. Exactly. Exactly. But it is abroad.
They deserved. For many Singaporeans, it may not be journal publications. It may be a promotion, financial stability, a home, or building up savings. He shared with me a Chinese saying, 我们说成家立业
Ihe ọ sụrụ ihe a bụ Chinese saying. That ihe o mere bụ ka ihe a na-akpọ ya inu ndị Chinese. Ị ma na ịpụta ife ilu ụlọ nne gị na-atụ inu na ndị ọzọ enweghị ha pastara. Ilu ndị Chinese ka ọ gwara gị ihe a, inu asụrụ ya, inu onye Chinese tụrụ ya. Ị ma na anyị na-efe ilu nne ka anyị na-atụ ilu, nne ka anyị nwere culture, nne ka anyị nwere tradition, nna ịma na obodo niile na-atụ ilu, fancha niile. Fada dị n'elu. Their own, but they were able to like adapt. Onwere ife fa jisie ya fa jikwero mana they always adjust. Kwa okwu edo ka a na-ekwu ihe a report newspaper obodo bụ nke bụ onye ofu nwa gọọmenti amụọ ofu nwa na ego niile a ga-spend n'isi nwa a nwere ike ịgba ebe 94 million. Yeah? Anyị pụtakwa anyị na-asị ndị ọcha go to their places, see us there. Anyị in everywhere. Ife bujiri anyị ebe a bụ na their policies dị mma. Kedu ife stop ndị be anyị implementing such policies ka anyị dị mma? Wickedness. Ọ bụrụ church.
不是立业成家. I did not appreciate what he meant then. But over time, I reflected on it differently. I went on to publish my papers. I eventually started my family. But by then, I was in my late 30s. And those who have had children later in life will know it is simply more physically exhausting.
Those that have children later in life, we know it is more physical exhausting. Physically exhausting. Because by then, Imam Wezi Ibugodi as wine, Ibu Mwana for boy 9 months. Will be done at that late 30s, where Kieba, that easy. Or did easy. Or did easy. Yakona bag nea nande morumwa late 30s. Ma, if only physically exhausted. Negative.
On hindsight, this was a classic example of the planning fallacy. The planning fallacy is our tendency to assume that future plans will work out smoothly, that constraints can be managed later, and that we will have more time than we actually do. In early adulthood, career milestones are highly salient. Our education system quite rightly trains us to pursue academic excellence.
Their school na kuzirifa mba pochube academic success, pochube ọrụ, pursue your dream, rapugodi nwa, rapugodi nka, pursue your dream, chube ego, focus work, chube ego, save more money. But now, the thing is not going to help them. Because some people are not pursuing money. Some people are not, some women are not pursuing money by menopause. Then, if a family, manage go the tour for the danger. Then, if I school now, I pursue your dream, pursue your dream. And then I for the effect. Revise your back. Chokwazie ka ebido n'isi. Ka ndị mmadụ nwee ike ime the message accept. Fetinye ego, lụọ nwaanyị n'oge, ịmụta ofu nwa, ego one dị ntu a, holiday dị ntu a, ịmụta nwa na-abụ, ego one dị ntu a, holiday dị ntu a, ịmụta ụmụ na-atọ, ego ole dị ntu a, holiday dị ntu a. Ife a bụ ife ha na-eme currently now to rearrange that mindset of Tobago Diego first. Tobago Diego first to rearrange that mindset. In Poland, the government made a policy that sponsors women and they want to do IVF, but the women must be below age 40. Okay, below age 40 because of risk. Nigeria is the most laziest government I have ever known in my life. If I'm about obodo to better the life of their citizens. Oh, don't think what we do for America. Who said, don't think what you will do for your country. Don't think what Obodo Bongo will do for you. What have this Obodo Bongo done to me? Look at what Obodo, the policies Obodo have rolled out to prepare the future now and the future of the next generation. This is Obodo. They cannot see this one now to show you, oh, look at what Singapore is doing to their unborn generation. Because unborn generation haven't they benefit from it. And they watch this. If this thing continue in the next 20 years, you run a Singapore for number mother, you go chalk. This thing Singapore is doing, if I'm unfair, if I have a budget pardon, if I have a 2027 is coming, now let everything be. If I have a bad road, I did a infrastructure on the bad road, and I how they will now planning to merge Meridina Island, Merina thought a different island, they merge on in one. I can electricity. Oil, we do not have oil. If I'm a business, the poverty we created for our own people at the end of the day, we just begin to think, your problem is here. Wickedness.
Secure good jobs and build economic stability. Family formation, however, is often treated as something that can wait, something we optimize after everything else is in place. But biology does not operate on career timelines. Fertility declines with age. Assisted reproduction.
Fertility declined by age.
Operate on career timelines. Fertility
declined by age. Man, ụfọdụ ụmụ nwoke be anyị ka na-efi ele na ịnọ na 47 na ịka ya amụ nwa. Some people fụtara na nwoke ka na actually within ụdị nne ya na-eri na nwoke na-eru onwe gị anya. O nwere ike your wife may not be the problem. O nwere ike your wife may not be the problem. O nwere ike the problem is from you. The more nwoke na-agbada na age, in fact, the guy man we know. Ụmụ ife niile a bụ ife a na-atụ n'inu na ife okenye su nwere ọdụ wee fụ na nwata rigoro elu na ọ dị afịa. O nwere ife ọ bụ ndị ka n'ọfụsị ya na ọ bụ ife a bụ experience ya nwa nwegoro with his age na his body system. Ọ bụrụ na obodo ebe ka ọ travel goroto onye agba gị, what can a man that have not traveled, a man that do not have international passport, kedu ife onye na-agwa a traveler ife okenye si nwere ọ nwere ife ọfụrụ, ife okenye nọ si nwe ọdụ wee fụ nwata afọ ya ọ maghị ife ọfụrụ, ife ọ na-agwa gị that inu a na-atụ ya based on changes ọ notice na arụ ya. As nwoke, the more you age, the more you notice some changes. If you are observant na your system, you go notice some changes. As nwoke, you go notice some changes na arụ gị. Then, if you are 40, 45, mgbe ebe si tie down bịa gbakọba, if na nwere na your body now and when you were 20 na ọ bụrụ the same. Na your body now and when you were 30 na ọ bụrụ the same. So the more you age, the more your body system change. Ọ na-agba gị na ka ihe a na-agba ya fertility declined by age. ife niile na-abụ ife ha si tigoro down gbakọsịa wee sị mba ka fa bido n'oge. Mike no ka fa bido n'oge were ego tụba ndị befa because spend n'anya the target of ndị befa ife fa figoro wetara na ndị befa adịrị alụ nwaanyị n'oge talk more of ịmụ nwa bụ na ha na-apọchu dia career, na ha na-apọchu ego. Then ka ife ha mere, they now come in with policies to help them in solving that problem. Ego ya solve ka fa nwetu space ịlụ nwaanyị n'oge, ịmụ nwa n'oge.
Declines with age. Assisted reproductive technologies exist, but they are not guarantees.
Normal technology exists, but not the guarantee. Mana onye be anyị ga-amụ ife a na-ekwu ya agwa gị na David ifugole technology, ndị nwe technology na-agba gị na ọ dị ọ guarantee. Ọ bụrụ na oluku ji afọ technology na ebongo ana oluku ji afọ technology na-agba gị na technology na ọ na-arụ ọrụ na mgbọ nwa si mebe until you ruo na that na ekwuru na technology into a technology fail. O nwere nke a m fụrụ na social media ebe robot ọ dị ka ọ bụ Olympic ka ọ gịnị ndị robot na China na robot agbagide kụwa isi somewhere were azụ gaba ije daa na nwụrụ ọkụ si na chọọchị agbasara ofu robot gbagide ruo kụwa isi ebe a daa na a na-apịzi remote ya ka e were gbanyụọ ya remote ekwe n'ọrụ efuzie ka isi mkpa na-ebi robot aka na-ebi ya aka si na chọọchị agbasara. Ọ nwere teknọlọji ifo ị nọrọ na bongo ihe na-ekwu okwu teknọlọji hapụ ihe a ụmụgo ndị ruru ebe a rụsie ebe a return chọba how to carry their people along. They want to carry everybody along. O nwere onye ha na-arabụ behind. Let's continue.
And their success rates decline as age increases. This creates a mismatch between
their success rate declined as age increases. Success declined as age increases. Maka fe na-anya jee chụba ego ka fa chụtacha wee lụba nwaanyị fa na-agba gị na ife niile a na ọ dịkwa mma mana policy nke ha na-abụ
in perceived flexibility and biological reality. This is not about blaming young Singaporeans. In fact, it is precisely because they are rational and responsible that many delay, wanting to be fully prepared.
Many delayed because they want to be fully prepared. Then, wanting to be fully prepared, many are menopause. Wanting to be fully prepared, many muzie ofunwa fadi week. Obokwa na ego izu nwa adrozi achọtaga ego mana adigo week. So based on adigo week na ka amụọ nne ka otu. They now encourage early marriage and ịmụ nwa
before taking on parenthood. But when we delay family formation until we feel completely ready and overestimate the flexibility of future timelines, we may unintentionally narrow our own options. So my proposal is straightforward. Beyond financial incentives, we should address this behavioral blind spot directly.
Your Prime Minister have addressed it. If I went at their parliament, their Prime Minister Emegi address, roll out money. Cabronke, I promise you, you will do this, you will do that.
First, integrate clear evidence-based fertility education into
clear evidence-based
existing young adult touchpoints, universities, workplaces, premarital programs, delivered in a neutral and non-judgmental way.
Neutral and non-judgmental way. Government This is how government will come in.
Second, develop life course planning tools that help individuals map career and family aspirations in parallel rather than sequentially. In fact, I support the Honourable Member Ms. Hanny So's proposal on fertility screening after couples go through ROM. The aim is not to pressure anyone. If someone does not want children, that choice must be respected.
Exactly.
But if someone hopes to have children someday, policy should ensure that someday is grounded in realistic and informed awareness of biological timelines. Addressing the planning fallacy will not reverse fertility trends overnight, but good governance improves decision quality.
However, good governance improves decisions quality. God, I have an good governance improves decisions quality. In a good governance, decision is here with the cover. Irabule colonial master shaka, Irabule church yaka, Irabule ordinary nomen yaka. Good governance improved decision making. Koi house driver. Chai! Master prophet are left for it.
And in a small nation where our people are our greatest resource, helping Singaporeans future-proof both career.
Our people is our greatest resource. The same thing now, one night work na still the oga. Serap mano na ife ndị a na-egiri. Na ndị be anyị na ife Chukwu nyere anyị that we can do better. We can do wonderfully well without mano na ife ndị a. Mana ndị chọrọ already made something na agbaghị nna no mmanụ na ya. This is our country, we cannot afford to lose it.
And family aspirations is not intrusion, but an effort to support informed life choices for the long term. Thank you.
Very easy. Honorable member. Honorable member. Na ministry this Honorable member, your mic, up your mic. Umolukus that do not care about your future. Umolukus that is governing you from far away Abuja. From far away Abuja. Eba akafana government. Eba akafabi. Eba akafana award contract uzo. Fache bi na n'ọrụ ha na-arụ ha were plan bịa. Ha adịghị use zero abịa ene n'ọrụ na ha na-arụ ụzọ na ha amaghị use ụzọ bi na ya ha ga-efe n'elu wee bịa nene ya. We are suffering. The problem bụ policies obodo gị na-ewepụta. Ọ bụrụ chọọchị. O nwere policy ga-abụ gọọmenti gị wepụta na chọọchị emechie. Ụka emechie. Pastọ ejechọọ ihe ọ na-arụ. Afro nke ndị asịrọ ndị Zion na America 5 billion genene ga-edebere na nke Ebuka Obi ike gwụrụ. It is well. Let's continue. There is something I will show you. That our brother said something that time about ndị na-ekwu okwu restructuring. No mgbe Maazị Banjoko and the USB after I rolled out all these 40 states and addressing some problems. No mgbe ka ndị abịara tibe mkpu megharịba their own. Come and watch this. Agwa gị na-ekwuru okwu restructuring recently n'obodo Bongo ị ga-ekwe. Ekwuru okwu restructuring this recently. But nobody is paying attention because obodo eme impossible na onye ọbụla is struggling for ife afọ ya eri. Ekwuru okwu restructuring. Now listen to this.
The conference was supposed to be a conference of ethno-linguistic nationalities without defining the meaning of ethno.
Please, when you join, kindly touch the like button. No? I'm going to join a like button. If possible, cheer. Very important, please.
Linguistic nationalities to foreclose the possibility of political groups coming in the guise of ethnic nationalities. We've been deceived. This is a charade. And nobody in Nigeria should take what happened today as a serious event.
We are in agreement with the rest of Nigeria who believe that we should restructure Nigeria in a way that its people can govern themselves. Nobody seeks a breakup of the country. We seek.
The only thing ọ ga-egbu ugbo oge ọ kwefere ihe a na-agba ọsọ ikwu a ga-emesịa kwuo ya ọ ga-emesịa mee. The only thing ọ ga-egbu ugbo oge aida na onye ọbụla mere ya embrace n'obi ọcha ọ na-emere ya n'ike. Okwu restructuring ekwukọta na onwe ya chọrọ ime ife ọbụla a na-ekwu okwu ntịsa obodo that is like ka ekewa aka onye ọbụla n'ọrụ onwe ya. The discussion has been coming. One day ọ ga-emerịrị
to make Nigeria work in a way that's determined by its indigenous people.
Ndị Igbo asị na-adụwezi si asị anyị ozi na-ajụkọ weziwo ya anya adịsi. You cannot send Tazias on an errand and still ask if they send someone whose eyes are open. This is the animal called Tazias. Look at it very well. Its eyes are very open. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to Anyone Cultural Forum, where we promote the rich cultural heritage of the Igbo people. Are you aware of the recently concluded conference in Abuja on the restructuring of Nigeria? Yes, I know most of you are not aware of it because they are Nigeria has continued to play pranks with the discussion centering around restructuring. We remember very clearly in 2014 how President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan convened a national confab. They delivered their reports and recommendations, and he failed to implement not even one of it. And left office.
It happened.
Then came Buhari. He also set up a panel to discuss restructuring of Nigeria. It was led by Nasir El Rufai. They made their recommendations. They abandoned it. Now they are talking about another discussion of restructuring, championed again by the Yoruba, who invited the Ijo and the Igbo people. And we just heard that the Igbo people staged a walkout. Here is the reason why they staged a walkout, and why I started with that proverb that Nadi wezia sianyozi, nadu wezikuwoyanya disi. Dr. Catch Ononuju represented the Igbo people very well, and I'm very proud of him. These are the kind of people you send on an errand, and you'll be able to nod your head and relax because you have sent someone who can speak for you. Dr. Catch Ononuju, let's watch him on Arise TV and watch this video to the very end. If you have the interest of Ndi Igbo at heart, don't watch this video haphazardly. Watch it from the beginning to the very end to find out the outcome of that confab, because he bared it all. Please watch.
If any politics in Obodo, they play politics within Ndoge. They play politics with hospital projects. They play politics with road projects. They play politics with water. They play politics with school children. They play politics with everything politics. Transportation politics, everything politics. Wickedness in this huge.
Enjoy watching.
All right, and to dive into this discourse, we have joining me right here in the studio, Dr. Kachi Ononuju, Deputy Leader of the Igbo Delegation to the Abuja Summit on Restructuring. And thank you so much, Dr. Kachi, for joining. What exactly actually led to that walkout on this access to the sea, or the position of rivers, or whether, River State and Port Harcourt should belong, to the Igbo region or not? What exactly are you asking?
The thing is that for restructuring, discussion. If I bere ebe ime ihe a na-abụ ka etinyekwuo more confusion n'ime ndị Igbo and ndị Port Harcourt na ụmụ, just like nwanne anyị nwoke a na Enuani culture. Ịmana the unity na-aga now among ịmana this discussion of another state, creation of another state na southeast ka ya na-ekwu na ga create ya ma ọ bụ na ka ihe a na-akpọ data. Imana that discussion bịara na-ebutetu obi okwu ndị Igbo mana before now a whole lot of people have to go identifying to be Igbo. So ụmụ ife a ha na-eme na bụ ka anyị koro ndị a ruo ebe a ka amara ma ga plant more trouble. Not Igbo, you are not representing me. Eruo ebe a ọ bụrụ ofu onu ka a na-ekwu ụjọ abafa. And that unity, nwere onwe ebe anyị ga-enye onwe anyị nwere onwe, o nwere onye ga-enye gị nwere onwe. People are suffering na mba ụwa na ebe niile. I just showed you Thailand. Fana suicide bombing na happen ndị a. Ọ bụ ndị a bụ ndị ga-apụta plant program. They will tell you na where if ebe. Look at the one I'm dealing with. I am even planning how to give them what they want so that we can enjoy peace. Nwere onwe ebe anyị ma ga-enye anyị nwere onwe, and we must embrace this truth that we are one people. Na ndị afro na anyị united ga ọgụ. From there after ka anọsịrị ọgụ abandon property jide anyị kerikọ, we begin to fight each other. I'm not Igbo, you are Igbo. I am not Igbo, you are Igbo. Now fafugo na enwego understanding among us. Ekwula okwu national confab. Ọ bụrụla national confab mono to text that unity ha na-anọchata ma ọ bụ eziokwu. Listen, because ọ bụrụ to text that unity fa na-anọ ife ha kara ime bụ na Goodluck Jonathan akpemele national confab. Go and pick that document, begin implementing the discussion. Buhari na onwe ya emele his own, pick up the document and begin to implement even the document. Mana no, fa chọrọ nke ọfụ a bụ ka amara ma unity ya na-afụ ma ọ bụ eziokwu. Listen.
It is I am an Igbo born in Diobu. Diobu was settled at the Willings Commission as a place inhabited by Igbos. Today's Greater Port Harcourt has up to 4 ethnicities in it. You have the Igbos who have come in from the Igbo hinterland, like my family, that came in 1832, alongside Uzurumbamba Naso, Jua Mabu, also known as Jaja of Opopo. He came back to Amibo, where his father is from Umudroha, his mother is from Umuchoke, Umudroha, and then took people from there and from Unkwere.
This unity, the more they try to create more confusion, the more the truth is exposed. The more they try to cover it, the more some of this explanation now, the more the more people speak boldly. I am Igbo. My father came in from Mbewa. No, Jabari. The discussion will continue. One day, if I have an also, okay, Messi, amen. That is the truth. Makobro now all about restructuring. And we're going there. Why not pick it up? At least, Jonathan, Buhari, look at the two. If there is anyone to marry each other with, marry it. Pick up something from here and from here and they begin to work. But no.
To come and establish Opopo. Since that time, my family has been in River State for up to 320 years. Now, we the indigenous Igbos are accepted by the Willings Commission as part of the people of Greater Port Harcourt. You also have the Ikwere who are there. You also have the Okrika who are there in the Greater Port Harcourt. And of course, you also have the Ogoni who are also there in the Greater Port Harcourt space. And we've agreed to share it. Now, indigenous Igbos like me, who were born there before the end of, whose parents were there before the end of slave trade. Because you remember one question when somebody was asked, what is your ethno-indigeneity? And he claimed that some of them came back after slave trade. Even when those people came back after slave trade, they came to meet people on the ground. Just like when the Yorubas returned from Senegal, The Yorubas now live in Sangros, in Campus, and other parts of Moloni in Lagos. Well, these are Yorubas. So did other people come back. Don't forget, 5 African ethnicities were recorded to have been taken into slavery. 1, the Bakongo, who live in the Gulf of Guinea from Angola straight into Congo. That's where the Bantu Congos are. And then you have the Igbo in the records. Then you have the Yorubas in the records. You also have the Akan. And also now you have the Mandinka. These are the 5 tribes that are captured in the records as having been taken into slavery. Yeah. So even if you return back after the Emancipation Proclamation, you were now allowed to return back to your area of ethno-indigeneity. Now you see that? So the people didn't fall from heaven. No. That is exactly what we're saying. So those who came back to Igbo land, because Igbos represent the highest single ethnicity in the Niger Delta. The Niger Delta is the areas that contain the deltaic tributaries of the Niger River. It's not an ethnic area. And there you have states like...
That's a bite of Biafra, as it used to be called.
Called now Gulf of Guinea. You have... In the Niger Delta thing, you have Anambra State, you have Delta State, you have Abia State, you have Imo State.
In this Niger Delta, or the people that made up Niger Delta, also Abia State, Imo State, Anambra State, the people that made up Niger Delta. Today, you are now Niger Delta. Then, on Anambra, and then I go, I'm Niger Delta now. I'm not Anambra. In the Imo State, you gotta go. Nah, Niger Delta, you are not. If any na boke make a chop, Naya put a with a phone. Negant
State, you have our River State.
All right, Dr. Catch. Now, if we're
this time when I get over
asking for regions to be formed, one of the regions that was canvassed was the Igbo region, and then the Jaws also said they were asking for a particular region. And so your problem is that the Ijos want Port Harcourt to be under their own region. Now you are saying
that's not what they say.
Okay, so what exactly is your grounds?
The problem we had with them was the Yorubas told us that the original Ijo map, which made Ijo not to attend the conference, was the Ijos drew a map in which they seized all the littoral spaces from Badagry down to Pakasi, so that all the littoral spaces facing the ocean were to be their own. The Yorubas disagreed. When we came to the conference, we now saw that the Yorubas brought a map where the Ijo now had to cover the littoral spaces of River State. That is our bone of contention. All right. Why am I saying this? We, the Igbos, have made peace with our Ikwere brothers to the extent that today an Ikwere man from Eneka is the President General of Ohanese Ndigbo.
Okay.
This is even before exactly.
Yeah, but you would have listened to people like Nyesom Wike.
Listen to me. Nyesom Wike's
problem. They are different. They are not Igbos.
Nyesom Wike's problem.
So Rivers does not have anything to do with the Igbo region.
He claims that the Ikwere come from Benin. Oba Akenzuwa said it's not true. There is nothing like Benin. During the days of the Arab Confederacy, the Benin Kingdom existed and nobody came to Rivers.
Because of money and the politics, a typical Bongorian will deny his people. Because of money and politics, a typical Bongorian. One video yes we came for Ebona go Igbo. Manage also get Igbo. A typical Bongorian, if how deadly had it, they can deny their Igbo-ness or deny their brothers and sisters for politics. If any now have confusion in front of them, Fanchani never on a good Igbo. Also, as Benin, as old as he is, also as Benin. Above Benin and where no they had no they had not that above Benin accept them, but I know they had so okay, get your ABC. Instead, Kamaya went put a poor near Igbo. Because of politics, negative.
River State. Even the name of the man they said that came back, Akalaka, that's an Igbo name. You understand? So how can Akalaka come from Benin? Benin doesn't have Akalaka. Akalaka is an Igbo man. So even if you call Akalaka, that's an Igbo name. And we know, look, just like me and Nwayi Isiocha was born in Romubiakan. I was born in Jobu. Now, nothing forecloses me. Just recently, a court in Plateau State said that the indigenous Hausas born in Jos North are indigenous to the state. If they are indigenous to Plateau, then what's wrong with the Igbos born in River State, whose parents were born in River State, like me?
All right.
Why would we not be teamed that? And we have now teamed up with the Queres, like Senator Simon Bata, to insist that we want to belong to the.
Well, I mean, I've spoken with some of the queries, and we expected one of the leaders to be present here, Professor King, but unfortunately he couldn't make it at the last.
That one is afraid of being disgraced.
Minute. But talk to us, at the heart of this debate also is that there are talks that the Igbos want to in the future, regionalize Nigeria, have access to the sea through Port Harcourt.
That's not the issue.
And the locals there say they don't want.
No, listen. If you now see somebody in River State who comes and say he doesn't want River State to have access to the sea, that's why we say these are sponsored political groups. Because no Rivers man will tell you he doesn't want River State to have access to the sea.
No, I mean the Igbo nation, the Igbo region being proposed having an access to the sea through Port Harcourt,
well, the Igbos,
River State.
No, that's not what it. The Igbos propose that the Benin people should have access to the sea through Egelege. The people from Delta, the Warri people, should have access to the sea through Warri and Cocoa Port. The Yorubas already have access to the sea through Lagos. We also propose they already have access to the sea through Brass and other parts of Diasa. But River State should also be allowed its access to the sea. So when we now saw that the political sponsored group were comfortable with River State being blocked from having access to the sea, we now knew these were sponsored groups just to undermine. Look, if I don't have total peace with my brothers in River State, that we have gotten Mbata to be president general for Ohaneze means it's a family thing.
But I spoke with some of the leaders and they said he went there on his own, that the people of Rivers never asked Senator Mbata.
This man, let me interview a man, River State. Moselande River State, I am River, not Igbo. Legend.
To go and represent them, especially the Aquarius, to represent them as the president of Ohaneze and Igbo. That is a project by some of you leaders from the Igbo nation to try to penetrate through the Rivers people.
That is not true. Nobody is begging for any penetration. Igbos bring success wherever they go to. Igbos develop. As I speak to you today, Igbos still represent the largest single ethnic group in Rivers State.
So what do you want? Actually?
What we want is to make peace, marry back with our old brothers, what was divided by the war.
Under which region?
Now listen, the Yorubas were able now
what was divided by the war
to reconstruct, to repair what the soldiers did, brought in Yorubas from Kwara into their fold in their contiguous map, brought in Yorubas from Kogi into their fold in their contiguous map. What's wrong with an ethno-linguistic arrangement where also Igbos in River State are brought in? And because we now saw those people were comfortable with River State being squeezed, we now knew this was a sponsored political group. If it were a proper Rivers group with Rivers blood in them, they would not be quiet when River State is blocked from having access to the sea. That's exactly why we knew these are political groups sponsored to come and disrupt what we have. Now, you cannot say somebody like Senator Mbata is sponsored. Senator Mbata is the man that made Governor Wike local government chairman. When he was senator representing, Wike and Mbata come from Ward 5 and Ward 4 in Obiakpo.
But you would have heard Wike also saying that he's not an Igbo man. I mean,
Wike says
that even Rotimi Amechi at some point.
He does that because whenever Rotimi Amechi
have maybe a change of mind.
Whenever Rotimi Amechi.
Okay, just wait. After the video, after this video.
She says 2 nights ago, 2-3 nights ago, I was at Rotimi's house. Whenever Chibika Mechi says that he's Igbo, Wike will say he's not Igbo. So you can understand.
Interesting conversation. But just before I let you go,
yes.
Dr. Catch, I mean, you have said that you believe in one Nigeria, but under, you know, a restructured country where you have different regions. Do we really need regions at this point in time? Because people are saying that these states creation have even caused us more trouble. Don't you think we'll be in further trouble if we do go by this proposed 15 to 17 regions?
We will not have any problem if we construct ethno-religious constituencies. I mean, ethno-linguistic constituencies. It's the same way in Europe. It is the same formula that was used to resolve the problem in Yugoslavia. The Serbs went on their own. The Bosnians and Herzegovinians agreed to come together and they have peace. So the same platform, the same standard that was used in Yugoslavia and the rest of Europe can be used here so that we do not have problem. Because the contraption arranged by the soldiers is not working. And because it's not working, there is nothing wrong with we, the people, coming together to do something. Exactly. The current constitution was not written by the people. Okay. Obasanjo was sworn in, and after that, he was handed this.
Yeah, but it's an offshoot of the 1979 constitution.
It is not
where
working.
There was a constituent assembly led by Chief Rotimi Williams and other Nigerians.
Was prepared privately. It is a product of the cascade of coups done by Buhari, Babangida, and Abacha. When they wrote all those decrees, they now superimpose the interests of the Muslims on a Christian majority country. We have been quiet. Now we want to resolve. Look at even what they did.
Very quickly before we
the Gbagi are spread into 6 different states. Is that proper? The Gbagi represent the largest single ethnic group in the north after the Hausa. But look at how they've been put by the soldiers. You have Gbagi that owns Mina, Gbagi that owns Suleja, Gbagi that owns Biriningwari, Gbagi that owns Kaduna, Gbagi that owns Saria and Abuja, scattered into 1 million states. Is that normal? No.
All right. Do you think the National Assembly will accept the outcome of these resolutions that you've had very quickly before we go? And would President Tinubu, for example, be willing to be able to put his pen to paper on any proposal that maybe the National Assembly does pass to him?
We have started talking.
And are you even reaching out to the executive?
We have started. Remember at the beginning of this particular conference, when I was invited, and before we went, they made me deputy leader of the Igbo region. I was asking to learn. And when I got there, as the conference opened, from the Attorney General's office, somebody came to read an opening address. I told myself, okay, the government is in it, but the government doesn't want to be who is out there. The government blesses it. So let the people talk among themselves so that we, the people, can produce articles of association that is okay for us, not what the military imposed. What we're trying to do is to undo what the soldiers did. So if the Yorubas
but you need a stamp of the National Assembly.
I don't know that, but let's first the
all
people.
Right,
when the
Dr.
people
Catch
talk,
Ononoju.
then we can go to National Assembly. There's nothing wrong with that.
All right, Dr. Catch Ononoju is the deputy leader of the Igbo delegation to the Abuja Summit on Restructuring Nigeria. I must thank, a whole lot of you who were there. The conversation continues, and we just hope that the political authorities will be able to, give listening ears to
River State. And then as a River State, cages the court off from courts they have court what how we want sex to the river. Then why are they answering River State or whatever politics? Everything politics. Origins. I will send this link only for you. Please, nobody should come in. Nobody should come in. This link is only for her. Then after her, we move to the next phase. Now look, here is the link. That is the link. That is the link. You come in. That is the link if you are still around. If you are still around, that is the link as we move. If anything about the go politics, okay. Madam Origin, no, grab the mic.
Maazị Kelena, Thank you. This is with full and due respect to you allowing me to come in at this time. All protocols observed. I know you're still in the middle of your presentation, but this needs to be something narrative that needs to be clarified here. What Dr. Kachi is trying to explain, is unfortunate that them elders have refused to join with their children. After all, most of them that got what we now call Nigeria or whatever, a lot of them were age 30, age 40, and all of that. And these young Biafrans, let me concentrate on Biafrans, have seen what the elders saw and sat on it and decided to do something about it. And they are using him. He's one of those I respect. He's one of those that this man understands Fufude, just for your information. He knows a lot. That I get angry at them when they sit on the truth and want to gloss it around and be politically correct. It makes me angry. Now, he is trying to explain to this young man, but I will tell you where he punted a hole on his ear and his head and making the unforgivable error. Now, he is talking about ethno-linguistic constituency, which is what United States of Biafra, Biafra declared in 1967 is ethno-linguistic. You hear all Ndibia, you hear about Ndibo, you hear about the people that tie to rapper. In as much as, but why he is trying to, I don't know why he's trying to create this confusion. When you look at this, they have like about eight of us that makes, I'm going to find that somewhere, that make up this ethno-linguistic constituency. And these are the people that Odumegwu Ojukwu and everyone were fighting for. But what he refused to clarify to this young man is he keeps calling Ogoni, Ikwere, and all of that. These are Igbos. So why, let me tell you where he's creating the confusion. Let me so that everybody, both those that are conversant with our 40 redeclared states and those that are Biafrans originally, and they get confused. Let's use Anambra, for example, because Anambra is not a name. Anambra is not our name. Someone from Anambra migrated to Imo State and now had large family, married 6 wives, had 30 children. And then when there is cases of, how do I explain it, dominance, you wouldn't say the person that migrated from Anambra should now be a king in Imo State. They will want person from Imo State to be the king. It does not negate that Anambra man is an Igbo man or make Igbo people less of Igbo. You see, when they start talking about Ogoni, they are still using Nigerian narrative. Ogoni is Igbo. Ikwere is Igbo. If you migrate as Ndinri or whatever, and you migrate to Ogoni, don't create confusion and make it look like you're superior to Ogoni person. The fact that Mbata is, Senator Mbata is the Eze or Haneze Ndibo or whatever they call him, does not make him less that late Iwanyango was. It does not make him any less. So what they are creating this confusion is what Nigeria many Nigeria kahane jine create confusion. Ikwere Ogoni, they are bona fide Igbos. All of us speak different, and I nasu no. If I speak my dialect here, it will be hard for you to, you will need interpreter. That does not make me less Igbo. So the question and the bottom line is for them to realize that which they seek, we find it. We have secured at our territory. We have redeclared the Biafra, which is Obodondi Bia, which is Obodondi Bo, which is us. Now, another aspect I want to make clear to him. He wants to also gloss around ethno-religious. Our constitution has also secured that for us. The Constitution of the United States of Biafra is ethno-religious because we are almost 99.9% Judeo-Christian and Ordinana. And that is what our Constitution is speaking. So for them, whatever they are doing, we are secured. This United States of Biafra, 40 states, and our constitution have secured what he was talking about. So I want to clarify that. I hope I believe, I hope I made sense to what we are talking about. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam Origin. Obi-Wan, Madam Origin. Grab the mic, 1 minute. Are you here?
I didn't hear that anyway. I wouldn't have. I thought maybe in Imepego studio. I can go out then when
yes, I can remember. Because there was not actually something in regards to the video. That is that. Thank you. Now, on what even they go see everything about politics. Nobody bongo. Now, watch this. If I have a video of Ozo, then nobody bongo.
So we go again. This one at the Benin traffic. As you see, should be they see the bridge for front. Then at the Agbo bypass the bridge. So
everything politics.
And the traffic.
And the way after Emegi de Rosa, if Mbagana brag, Banyere Oza, it will be like, are these people for real?
Where they come. Traffic.
If Mbagana brag, na PDP duam, na APC duam, igasin na gene vihenka. We are, why are you well no jido wine tie you wine with this politics of it? Politics here, why are you with the tie you wine down or they're buying for something ordinarily I was limited by I am a man.
60D. In case you still go, the traffic still there. The Benin traffic still there. As you say, and so the traffic still there. Not let anybody whine you. I'm on the. So we go again. This one at the Benin traffic. As you say,
if I were today, be the Agbo traffic 24th 08/2026.
Today, see the bridge for front. Then at the Agbo bypass the bridge. I see so. And the traffic, in case you they come, traffic still there. In case you still they go, the traffic still there. The Benin traffic still there. As they say, and so the traffic still there. Not let anybody whine you. I'm on the.
Now Monday morning, that is that. If I have a problem for wine, everything but politics. Ero no politics. Ero politics. That is it. It is crazy. Now let us go to the continuation of everything with program Olasuba.
Hey, Chimebugwem. Uno na dande banande gede ba distin naka.
Okay.
Aba nwoke ma ama hu onye owo. Ka mgba naka na ndu no na.
Some traders are fighting for one thing. One of these lucky traders deserves 100K.
Uzi Egypt land. One Canela. Oyeji. Nanya on ka na-eje eme incarnation inside the court. Abasa court. this evil onye nwa onye nyere m nji afa ya n'aka for na nke a ewu ya ọsọ nwa mkpi ọdụ nka m ụlọ nwanyị n'aka klọk azụ chimegbukwe m unu ọmakwa ihe na ada ndị mba na ndị egede gba distin n'aka aba nwoke m amaghị onye ọwụ ka m gba n'aka na ndị nọrọ ala ahụ na nke awa nke ọjọọ nke awụ nke ọjọọ nke awụ nke ọjọọ nke awụ nke ọjọọ ọkwa na dis na-ekwe m ndite n'enu di criminal na-edi criminal n'enya ị na-afụ ya ifu ka ha si eme iche na ha wụ ndị ezigbo mmadụ che ka nwee nte ka ọ nọfụ ha na-enye ka wepụ m onwe m dịka ọsọ ote nne m na ụnụ
iwepụ na onwe gị tinye onwe gị ya
onwe ibe na-eme na anyị nọ ya
This crown on your head, nobody will
ọkwụnụfụ ife ọ na-eme ọkwụnụfụrụ onye ama m nke ọ na-amị ya n'isi ọkwụnụfụrụ ife ọ na-eme n'isi ama na unu ji anya ụnụ na-afụ ya
ọgwụ ka ọ na-akụ ya n'isi ọgwụ ka ọ kọrọ
ọkwa ifuru ka o si wee bido ya n'ebe ino ife asị ya mee na onye otie a na-akpụta kot na ya na-efe na onye otie mmadụ na-abasi ofu obodo n'enya
ihe a ka ọ ji na-create problem everywhere ọbụla anywhere you go like MTN okomoko bongo anywhere you go trouble
ana m akọ ya bad nothing will happen nekwenye kụwara aka oyibo nekwenye je kụwa aka oyibo gbara onwe ya azụgbọ na onweghị ụdị isi ọbata obi ya nọ na kachasị ụmụ nwaanyị a na-ebu ntutu na-asa nwere nke ihe ahụ nọdebe nso egbuo ihe iriri ntutu na-ebi ọmụ na-anụkọrọ isisi kachasị ndị US bi ya na-asọchichichi oyi ya na-awụ ahụ agbụghọ ọmụma asaa boki danyụ ndị ọjọọ ọcha niile o ha karịrị mfa n'ife karịa ha na mmụọ na na-ego n'anya ha ncha niile gbara ya okike onwe kwedo ahapụ ya nke a dis nwa uma na ego ụlọ ọ na-adụ ọbata obi aka n'azụ dis nwakwa akwụkwọ nke jede dụtọ ya aka n'azụ mbọsị ya na-ekwukwa ya ka ọ na-adụkwakwa ya aka n'azụ again ọbata obi ka mmadụ na-agwa okwu anwebeghị ụdị asịrị be akụbere ihe onwebeghị ibe agwabeghị ekwu okwu maka gbasara USB ha jekwapa ha na-agwa ya okwu bachọrọ ka okwuo something
How many program and make sense? But we must continue.
Onwebeghị ibe agwabeghị ọbata obi ka okwu maka USB onwebeghị ụdị izu agwabeghị ka okwu maka USB onwe kụcha agbata obi sị yes ọhara majewala just watch ya no just watch
I don't know
adịberi na nne kwa agbata obi na-anụkwa ya o anọkwa ya nso ọ na-anụkwa ya
ọkwa ihe niile ahụ ị na-ekwu yet ọ ka pụtara na court who that he know about USB declared ara enwe gbaa gị ọkwa ihe niile ị na-agụdosi ọ na-anụkwa ya
ọdụdụ nwa ịma ọdụdụ nwa enweghị ihe a na-eme ọdụdụ nwa
agadi nwaanyị dịka gị na fọm tobi ọdụdụ nwa tụ onye ị mụtara ọgbụ ya kama nke nweta na-agbaghị ị na-agụtụ onwe gị agụtụ jee ṅụrụ ara nwata aba n'aka
Teenagers are building businesses with AI. Meanwhile, the only AI.
Okay.
I know something.
What if Emma?
And don't want to go to a banket. Must stop for him. Immunio Batobio.
I get stop what? Oh no, watching the very first day on Opera na court. Okuya the very first day. Okuya so go was a equoserne. Or continue
this if I'm enough is enough.
Imagine.
We love you. We love you very much.
Mana ịchọ dị ịkụ ya ọgwụ ndị ọzọ na-ebizi ọma bụ ndị ya akụ ya ọgwụ ntụ isi wee dewe isi na ịgatago ntụ isi wee dewe isi ihe abụ ihe laikiri akwa kobe ready made ịchọrọ ka esi ntụ akwa ya kobe arapụkwa gị ihe esikwe nnọọ ntụ a na-aje rụọ big picture ka onye na be gị akwa kobe nke a ka ị laikiri isi ya ị na-echi ya n'isi na amakwa na ọ nwere ihe ibu n'isi ya isi ya na-ekwu na fallopian tube gị ka ọ gịdị na ọ dịrị ya ya ka ị na-ebi ya n'isi isi ya si na brain adịrọ la ga-eburu ya ka eje mee ya autopsy isi ya sịrị a ga-ebupụta ihe dị n'ime ya ka eje mee ya autopsy ka a mara ma ọ ka na ọrụ ya ka ị na-echi ya n'isi imagine isi ya ka ị na-ebi ya n'isi gịnị ị chọrọ ipozesi maazị Evanjogo Chukwu ajụ ịfụra ka isi wee jide ya ka ọ bụla nwaanyị ọzọ ji ya ka ntu a na ahụwa na-afọ gị ka ose Kelenna, just imagine as a man living with Lasuba in one apartment, it will be like her. Now we know why no man can ever stay together with her troubles. I did easy. Ị chọrọ ipozesi ya ụlọ nwaanyị ọzọ ji ya ntu a na ọ bụrụ na nwaanyị ọzọ ji ya ntu a ọ maka ma ele ya eze nwe ife Lasuba Obi eze tagged PM Simon Terror is she lamenting rapụ onye ha ọ dịbeghị ya ọfụrụ kwefuru ka o si wee jide ya omenugo ụmụ nwaanyị efuru jidere maazị Ekpa jide ya ntu omenugo nwaanyị jidere ya ntu a efuru that hand ọ kụrọsụrụ na ntị ya omenugo nwaanyị efuru jidere ya ntu a ochie na Amerịka ochie onye street ịghọtago ochie street ọ bụrụ na nwaanyị ọzọ ji ntu a na ọ na-eti ọbata obi elu onwe ya sef ike agwụkwuole nwa mmadụ ya will just be like n'ihe a ka m jee ebe nje trouble okomoko maazị Evanjogo himself no na ọ bụrụ maka ụdị ebe ọ nọ ị ga-apụta ijide ya ntu a okwu ji agụ mgbadabịarị ọrụ hapụ the woman ama wee ji mmanụ wee jide ya ana m anụ kepu na nwaanyị ekpupụghị ife ogbe n'isi bụ Chioma Okeọma ịmana anyị gwara ya ekpupụ ihe ya ka anyị mara ha original ịghọtago ka anyị mara ha resef
Now we beg him.
Program, don't forget after Kamaze Banjoko Kuroku USB declared obi agba job arawaya owe mapụta with iwe na ọnụma ọmaka mele Maazị Igwelo no
Malagadi ibe sendele me yourself.
onye nke abụọ bụ
Okay.
ifo ihe ọnya n'olu ka nkịta
Okay. So, ụmụnne m ọkwụ na-afụgo ka o si adị. The only thing I'm gonna for that na
ọbụrụ opportunity.
The only thing I'm gonna for ona
Nicholas no
Elcris now correct food for your blood sugar. Waiting you wait for. Eat for any supermarket near you. Elcris Foods, trusted for healthy living.
Meet Kitty the trader. Kitty sees shiny numbers on screen. These numbers go up and down. Kitty wants
Munafa. Now
Elevate no Amaka Mele. It has been a while.
Obatobi put inside the court.
Okay.
Can do USB register. Voice Obatobi inside the court. Whooping on social media.
Okay.
Whooping on social media.
Okay. Ndeke ina wewe tabaro. Mbande nkade mma. Ndeke nkiye wewe trana to counter your lies by fojo.
Muwa no noche ben no na lo nwem tronkin mo tronkin no one the French.
Okay.
No no nwem ben no. Somebody do amaka nazo ntono.
Okay.
Nanya. Hasimu ono nwere onye na akpa m no the person no na azu anya. The person I should stop we move even the record even that. Even the record even.
Okay, ya wana record wo. Ya ka iji ajụ why no record this very why. Ọ bụrụ na ọ nwere ndị USB n'ebe ọgbadanye ihe nke a na-aba ọma nkwepụta mana ka ọ ga-hide ya ka ya na ife ga na-eme something that she will be battling with her spirit because o kwuru ya ebe a na Maazị Banjoko amara ife na-eme
nda nsa nne ya anya mgbe ọ jụrụ m ajụ ya mụ gwakwana m kwụsị ife m na-elekọdụ gwakwana m ji elekọdụ ya nne ya anya ekwu m okwu ono mgbe apụrụ ịma anụ de carry last mba na dande mba na ndị gide ọdụ m na njem itie nya nye mobile m si anga mepe anya mepele esi anga achọ nke igosi m chegodu tru ife ndị ahụ lekọdụ ọsọ no pastor Loz onye gwara na m nwa na-elekọdụ something no pastor Loz onye gwara ya na m sa pastor Loz gwa gị na na-elekọdụ something iwe kpọọ mmadụ kpọọ m pastor Loz nọ n'azụ nọ n'azụ ebe ọ nọ laanị wele sị m nwa nọ n'iru I'm in a something. Since in on Finland, when you from who put a record on social media.
Akụkọ.
Oh, we're going for from an anki.
Kezi update in Nwayi Isiocha. Kezi if in Nwayi Isiocha, although I don't watch, man, then I watch and it was in Diagado. If any is known in Nodo, Nime court, in a send Isiocha, and because na ịnọdụ n'ime court ị na-ese ndị ikuku nne ya no maka ya nwaka ụbọchị ị gara late ụbọchị daga ị delay gị ga late ga-aba n'ime court late o wee bụrụ na ebe ị nọ na kọmputa adịrị ya and na o nwere ife ị ga-ese send ya ikuku nne ya because of that what did you do ga-ewere iwe pụọ outside iji wee kpọzie she said it now I played the video here iji wee kpọọ Nki were gba Nki ya na-esendịrị ikuku nne ya ife la nge nwa na outside Nki ya were bido na-esendịrị ikuku nne ya ife those that watch ikuku nne ya's program kedu ife Lasuba sendigoro because ife ndị mmadụ na-ekwu na ọ na-eme Lasuba send ya ikuku nne ya we now analyze it but she confirmed it nne ya bara n'ime court mana ebe ya sitiri na kọmputa adịrị ya pụọ ọbazie Nki na phone ya na-esendịrị ikuku nne ife
ikuku na mana nke ada ndị mba na ndị gere ọjọọ ga na-awara eze onwere voice mwepụtara elekọdịrị inside the court Mano ha nwa undu USBG terrorist.
Kezi nke na record Eggman ji wee kwuo. Eggman ji wee kwuo Simba. Si Papa Simon pa ya je gwa gị ka kwụsị record. Kedu nke record ihe a? Ajụ ka anyị na-ajụ gị. La Siberian. Kedu nke ọ bụ? Because she made the comment that day now. Onye ọbụla nụrụ ya. She made the comment. Anyị adịrị etinye anyị adịghị ewepụ.
Voice ọbata obie ha nwa ndị na-ele ka ọdụnụ ha nwa nke awụkwa okwifu gị.
Okay.
Enweghị anything mma agwafa.
Okay.
The only thing mma ekwu that na ha jisi ike.
Okay.
Ha jisi ike. Chineke anyị na-eme ọfọ nwantị.
Ofuke ewepụtara and God made it so. Loan release in the morning. This one apụtakwa the same morning after some hours. God made it so. Obodo na-echere the next day.
Then ọgwụ enye ọ na-ana. Onye ọ na-ana.
Ọgwụ onye ọ na-ana. Ofuke nke ewepụtara bụ ife na-afụ ya ụfụ. Ịna isi ebe a na agụba gị ya because ọ nọtụ isi na ọrụ ya kụọ na Chukwu nna m amara ka nke afọrọ na ka ọgwụ na onye ọbụla na isi ebe ahụ a na-abụ ife na-abịa now because ọrụ ya kụọ na.
Chukwu Finland. Yeah. Mana anyị abịazie for us. Yeah, anyị bịa celebrate.
Okay.
Anyị abịa celebrate here again.
Okay. Onye gwara gị na abịa for celebration? Who told you? Na na-aga ọzọ. Ọkụfa anyị ọna.
Ọ na-ahụ Ngozi Olabeze na-esendiri persecutor message. All these questions about this declaration Ngozi Olabeze sendiri a persecution message o ji uju ajụjụ ahụ.
Ọ sị na Ngozi Olabeze sendiri a persecution message o ji wee jụọ ajụjụ ahụ. Ọ bụ ozi onye nwa na-anọ sendiri ya. Ngozi Olabeze natara nọmba persecutor. Kwa ihe a na-akpọ ya. Ya nwa natara nọmba ya were sendịarịa ya jụba Maazị Ekpandokwu about USB. Hey!
Because now from the reason the man ji with that question.
Okay. Because now the thing now is against your plan. If was reason at all. Man, if for reason it should press release. When this one, if was reason, only this one up outside, if was reason why the persecutor you were the ajuju. Hey!
Declaration.
Was yeah.
And the Ngozi Olabeze ma ife ọ na-ajụ iwu ọcha ife niile a na-ajụ ọbata obi ibe enweghị isi na ọdụ.
O nwere isi.
Ife na-emegidekwana sukwe na ọwee member of Mozop. Ọbata obi wee sị na ya wee member of Mozop.
Na ka ile ekwutekwa nke Mozop a ihe my first hearing. Ịnọ na ha asị ọbata obi ele ọba member of Mozop. Ka ka fa yesi ya asị ọbata obi ele ọba member of Mozop ọka mgbe Mozop happened. How many years now? Mozop happened. During Owazirike.
Mozop. Make the link to IPOB. Also, now we're a member of IPOB.
Okay. Or link here to
you.
We're
a member of IPOB.
Also, they have a member.
Because you all know that now a member of IPOB. Mbake je memeze accuse atrocities of China Sangolu, atrocities of Benjamin Umadibu, atrocities of if you cholo galona onabatara. Okay, now we're a member of the persecutor. Link Roberto Bieno, a member of Mozop. Roberto Biesi, Osina Campata, T na member of IPOB. Also Hamba. Niana have a member of IPOB. Niana so na support our leader Mazen and the Kano.
Okay.
Mboya joiner. Now a member of IPOB. No one anywhere. Eya, bias now a member of IPOB. And when I own a badger, I know and I name yet enough and do so under IPOB. No draw. Nife persecute jinje wete USBG because of na last year ogwarafa pump and play na court. Anything this organization name, I don't know anything about it. This organization
now how far? No last year propaganda.
Na formula and kind of prison. Ka formula. So persecute ike equal anything on a candaji way good this memo and about the arrangement between them and the persecutor. Ka emedisi arrange I may go for this thing. And then Ghana ya counter ya. If can nebuni chomo kon.
The audio be countered the lies you people dished out. The audio countered the lies. Because lies on the bozo, the audio you are now talking about the audio.
Nando group because na ebele me wa kwa fanu onu mos gwa de mekwe na ife ahụ 20 anyu si gwa fa ya
ne ya bere fa kwa fa n'olu ya mekwa na ya ntu a si we gwa fa. So she is the brain behind that press statement. One ya buchiri isi ya sele ya bu professor. She just, in fact, those two Okomas, they are just shameless. Very shameless. Proud, very shameless. So let's go back. Na kwagarifa fa bota puro no na go rubbish professor. You are just shameless. Think at your own. If you are there, look at the Kawai and see a bone watch. Yeah, but the head. Watch. I say, but I know I be and she is still proving and confirming it.
I will counter this no one break everything.
Imagine us near counter.
Oh no, we break. So on galon that na ye here. About to be a land on a mess.
Okay. So over na hagada or made that over to be a land on a mess. Hey, now that their press release, they were very powerful. Imagine that press release happening in less than some hours, saved over to be from mess. Chineke mere mmadụ ụmụ ajane brain ọnụ nwaanyị agata na brain.
Eziokwu ka m gwara ụnụ. Ọwụ eziokwu na ọ ya apụtakwa because ọ dị ọbata obi ọ dị too much.
Okay.
Ọwụ eziokwu because na then want to maybe mgbe okwu pụta ya ama ife ya azani ya.
Jee rie nne. Ọ mgbe na-chiga aka irie nne. Finland gara your neck suddenly disappeared from your shoulder. Another man.
Mana is better na brigi.
Hey.
Undi brigi mere something.
The brigi, how mere something? Please, kindly tell the like button.
These criminals and the family and they break here.
Please.
A break here.
I am forget.
A break here.
If nobody else wants to lend you money, check out this page. They're actually hiring people to watch and analyze videos.
Even this man biana if not kuku na kochana na no even that. Just ka
na kochana ya ka ezi ebe ikuku na hụrụ ya. Ọ bụ nge wanyere information o ji wee kọọ ya. O jere dia. Ọ ga di dia.
Ka mbịa ka nkọgasị ala ụnụ nke na-akọzi ụnụ nke mere na ịma na ikuku na awụ ibe niile ka o ya abịa kọwala ụnụ.
Ife niile mana ụnụ gbara nke ọsọ ọ na-akọ ife niile nke a ka ụnụ gbara ọsọ maka na nke a dị against ụna memo.
O nwere nke ọdụ mma na ya nke a nnọkịta emewe ebe ndụ mma ime ndị ọjọọ is criminals expose even ikuku na adị
ikuku na adị mma side ime ndị ọjọọ expose ọ ga-ede mmadụ ya ị ga-eli ya ka nna agaghị.
I'm very happy, Nakia. Very happy.
Okay, young about okay, I go away. Okay, you couldn't near the brother before. So, okay, get out of Finland. Misery, okay, no wonder. Other brother. It's a come knock on the
onyele m mgbado ume ikuku na ya mgbado ume ndayo gbadom Jidezemi Kechi Nume Ezeukamwanon. Yes. Oh, we don't have time. Number one, on goes on a bull of money and the terrorist criminal, pay more media. They don't have media. In majority nature about to be a corpota.
Okay.
You will do it on phone.
How many go on the media? Again, I go on there. I'm not onye buchi nwanne gị ọ dị adabachazi
sindo de igbe ebe na-ekene Chineke na ndụ onye ka nna agwa ọbata obie onye ka nna agwa ọbata obie
okay
even next on Thursday now
ị ga-agwakwa ya ọzọkwa
on Monday Tuesday make sure na meetri egbe ya dị very careful na Rose na ndị otu ngozi Olabeze mekwele incarnation n'ihu court wee
na-ele ife na Maazị Ekpanjekwu ji enye dị olokwu suspension darịrị nne black ife na Maazị Ekpanjekwu ji enye ya suspension na oge niile Adadiora Mma will be talking as if there is problem in the cabinet whereby there is no problem ife na o ji enye ya suspension ife a ka ọ ka na-emekwa na court ebe nwa amadi na-azụ onwe ya ndị osi apụta unasịrị ogene ka mmadụ jiri sikere ebe nwaanyị ya listen
ịkụwa aka oyibo ya dịkwa very careful na ndị abụ ọgwụ mma agwa ya agwa dịkwa very careful na ndị abụkwa ọgwụ na afta ka kọtụ gbasa na ndị a brekiri ọgwụ ha bụ bịa n'ihu kọt ha brekiri ọgwụ ha gwọrọ ha ji wee bịa Finland ya dịkwa careful don't near them ihe awụkwa the last time ihe the last day ha ya abịazi kọgụ nke ya wa aka ọgwụ ị nwere ike nakpụ maka apụta na ị nwere ike nakpụtọzi n'ụtọ ya ọbata obi ọwarakwa ife anyị nidiri na ife anyị nidiri kịta bikos ọsọ nsogbu nwe ofu anya ji isi ụgwọ if break you they have break the whole Biafrans if you love us be careful for us ihe a ife mma agwa ọbata obi agwa complain before mụnwa ya ebu adama mụnwa ya ebu ụzọ makpuo gwa ya si ọbata obi ọma anyị na-ebi kwụsị
nwa ga-ebu ụzọ makpu ya kwụsị ibi ndị ọzọ ọma ya bibe nneke gị ọma ya bibi ya nneke gị akwụsịzikwe n'ibi ọma na ibi onye ọbụla ọma ọfụba ga-arụ ụfụ na-akwụsịrị ibi ọma nwaanyị
Ngozi Olabeze na ndị otu edo out igbu gị na ite ọgwụ ha vụrụ bịara ha kụwara n'ihu court onwe onye m ọzọ ha bụ ọdụ open ana m ebo ibo oiva mere ka ọwụ na m fụrụ ya so onye ọwụ na the careful nkwuchazie nke m agbakwa m nkịtị m nwa na m anụ ọgụ nke m before the rate ọwụ na nnọchazie ọgụ nke m igwezighi m ntị ihe ọwụ na eme ka onye na-akpọ m ihe hello?
Hello,
yes, I'm live.
Okay, there's something I want to tell in secret. I don't want you to put it on live, please.
I was already working something in the secret. I am gonna soka ATB bongo. Ike bro. Information I carry on. Why on live on live phone ya na-ebe igwe a na-ebe onwe ebe anyị je mmegide program a ebe ọbụla mmedebere ya ma arụ ife mme egbuni onwe m dị anyị na mma akwụ ụdọ kalasiba mma akwụ ụdọ ka ya program 3 hours nga front ọka na mmekọ ọlụ ebe
Stop using ChatGPT and Canva like children's toys. Here's how to use them right.
Lawyer, and we'll be hyper to be on ya. Da one call hango, Nejari, Kedida for this, dear for this nonsense, Kedida for this criminal. Kedida
program the US.
This Olu ale certificate Maxwell or Pala. Eba will on CNAC, Pumacono Kajanesi. Yes, that's not Simon and Joko. Now I did a mazan and the can support Simon. Will it not about when I see no one?
If I the guy called here, oh yeah, what got the DOS, she had it anyhow.
You will know what am I to be with a problem. Not your major Maxwell or Pala.
That we are fighting for.
That's not what you easy.
The gun, this, that the bullet, where they use this thing with this. Sure.
Yeah, then I'm doing a contribution.
Program
bụ onye a na-arụrụ ya igwe a na-arụrụ ya ọrụ bụrụ onye Eziola Ọzọbụla ọ na-arụ vigilante ọ joinụ ndị otu Mampasman soro wee na-arụ vigilante nya ka a na-akọwa n'ụbọchị ụnyaahụ na Mampasman na ndị otie jidere wee fie ya agbụ wee mepụ ndị agha wee kụeche n'akpa kụọ n'aka wee kụgide ya ife wee kụwe ọdụ wik ha wee buru ebuje n'ọfịs ya dị na
o nwere news a dị na social media oke onye kpọrọ ya kọchọn ka o nyere ya o chenjide topic anụgo m report from social media na Mampasman na ekeji ya ike wụrụ
nwa anaghị egezi ofu ihe ka ọ mana ka m reply ya fa nke a mụnwa na-ekwu nke m ọkwa ịbụ this man na Mampasman kwuru aka nsie bara ya ọnụ ụnọ nụrụ ife mkpuru na onye ọnwụna na-emere this man a na-asịntịpụ this ego aka na ọ na-alụrụ Mampasman security how many Fulani terrorists na-egbu ndị be anyị this ego jidere mana ejide onwe dị mgbe ha ya eje na-emere otu a Mampasman gburu ihe ọnwụ na minus ofu onye na ndị na-egbu ndị be anyị yes ọnwụ na minus ofu onye na
Islamists identifying as members of the Fulani ethnicity approximately 50 miles southeast of where I am presently, and we're getting reports.
We are ahead of the evil plan.
Yes.
So the evil plan happens when we pass. Jump and pass. But ahead, we are not moving back.
Yes. Yes.
And don't have I am on movement, no stopping. Again, it is waiting you here for Salaman Pasman on. Oh, they're very, very good. Oh,
that in allows ye mood differ because all we feel with but
yeah. That is my suspicion. So I know that I can't couple my past man. You only to a cough. I won't know born on Namus now you to cough.
Is what you
my past man, the one did not go to. He can add on a no. I'll go to the and I can't go to me. I look at while I got you.
He said, Nam, he said, Chimungoze. And our mama will idea now. This last day, Okuyadova. I know. Okuyadova. But he also have Rubia. Hi, GC. For all these criminals, I need a flonoiba. He also have Rubia. Hi, GC. With a brie. You watch iPhone. Vam, Eggman. Rose.
That's not Eggman.
Woman. In Kevan Kowala can eme of the Opotabenia and the Apotania.
Okay.
The same thing Rose Nandu group here because almost also Rose because before Rose brew this thing, Haman have Rose beer.
Please kindly touch the right
because they are madam, they are aware that now you made this nonsense. Because now Rose can never do this kind of thing. Na group here amaro.
Okay.
Because all we feel with the group here Ajafaka so group here can never support laws.
Sonny and tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
Do you know that 90% of traders blow their prop firm challenges? And here's the kicker: 41% of failed.
This kind of thing, is ọ na-akpọ mgbe m na-ekwu okwu so nwa na-aka ọtị ya mba wọrisi si idiot
Obi eze
nna be anyị anyị na-achọzi nnakpu ndị ka anyị si nakpu yesterday amadị m bụ ikuku na mechara program sef eziokwu ihe ọ na ikuku na na-eme na pam ebe ka m si eme aṅụrị hey adị m happy
okay.
Yeah, I think you say, Madam, I would have organized fundraising, special fundraising, organized Finland.
Ihe nwoke a na-akọ na asịrị na Amerịka tu adịghị eke. Ihe dịzi nwa na-akọ na asịrị na Amerịka maka ji tu adịghị eke. Hey, that is this
no, that is what we done on Twitter page. And then you go down.
Obi eze nwoke suit. Nwoke suit. Nwoke suit black tie black. Inka. Okay. What is it? Obi eze tinka tie gị dia. Nwoke suit na eyeglass. Tinka tie gị. Eh.
So man,
is what I land on my window these. Obviously, use I use offer.
Imagine.
Use Obatobia use offer.
Imagine. Ha chọrọ use I use over. Ha chọrọ use Obatobia use how. And Obi eze anọ n'ebe a na-akọ ka onye gbuwara isi. Ka ekwana ihe o mere by that bụ Obi eze.
Yes.
Woman no, amaka mere.
Anything over there will they will never work. Yeah. As long as they know how they know that truth can't hand a preacher because Biafra the book the truth. Because Biafra I have to go all of that in Nigeria or the higher home. The way Nigeria the more you look the less you see or the higher home. So yeah, Biafra is you. Ọ bụ na enyeghị ọrụ ịrụ ọrụ ahụ n'ime mmụọ na eziokwu ịrụcha ya dị straight enweghị nke ọ gaghị agbago agbago mana mgbe ọbụla ịpụtara na-arụ sọnde na-eme dị mmụọ ilu ọ naghị agwọ sọ ya problem ndị a nwere ha anaghị akpọ okwu ebe ịfụrụ nke bịara yetere na program ikuku na ịfụrụ ihe ọ dị n'ezuzu ịfụrụ ihe nyanwaji aka ya rapụta onwe enweghị ese dị akpọ kọl nyanwaji aka ya na-egbukwa onwe mma n'ọkpa. Because I know you question are necessary. So can't continue like this. Yeah, I have na keep as one. Now we day here.
Now we day here.
I could fetch shine a buya darawo. If I could really have that one by one, right? He also got Madame Hayati Lugala. That's what Madame Hayati.
Obi eze na ihe obi ike.
That's what Madame Hayati ran the blue. You been about to be a gun. All the Papa Toby no China prison put that. We don't care. This is the name of the Biafra. Nigeria is a sister country. stay in your country. Why are you disturbing us?
Nakwa. Odukwa egwu.
Stay in your country.
Okay, nke a ihe nwoke a na-agba na
because I believe no na country no president head of state.
Ezigbo okwe mana onye nwe head of amazinemu.
Ọbụrụ obere ife akwa nkasi obi ndị agha
These people have sold their conscience. They was conscience.
If we be as a Abaga in America, Mamque Neji Neji Abaga in America, never agree.
Attack all.
We don't forget. Because most of them get a delete program. Most of them get a register new YouTube channel. Then we think I put channel and help us subscribe now 200 and then how they use to get those channels. But now we day here. Now we day here.
You go there until I think
Zinc, a vital element that plays a role in your overall wellness.
Just there.
Imagine
even Ngozi delete and then safe. Oh, delete go back on when you venture on Jenna Twitter can will you Fuzi.
Guinea the high Guinea Gator.
Because I know when I focus in Finland.
Yes. Yes. Oh, my Chineke, oh, my catch for the
what do I hear? Okay.
onye chinyebe ego mma ya ha disturb
How are you?
Fine, thank you, my sister.
I beg, not first I call you. I know say you there for life. I dey see some kind things where you show me. I beg, PM, our PM, our upper top PA, I beg. You see the reason why we say no hugging, like this. This is the reason why we say no hugging, but they don't go understand.
Now, then Ngozi Olabugolo Fulani good terrorist group, they force themselves on him.
Yes.
And as the leader he is, he can never reject, even if you don't want to hug them, then they force themselves, then they force the you see the thing now, and then they force him.
Hey God. Okay, can't we tell him no more hugging, no more shaking? You should tell him.
Go and tell him. Chileke brother.
I'm gonna tell him.
Go and tell him.
I'm gonna make it just wait.
I go tell her about bien, then carry it all will come. You take juju, then carry pot juju, come black them.
Them carry it all will come. Them carry pot juju. Them carry it all will come. Them carry pot juju, pot of medicine. And they carry pot juju.
Front of the court.
Pot of medicine.
Then they make up
Precious enough.
And it will happen now. No be lie.
Yes, they carry pot
I'm
juju.
just saying, you know that you dey show up now,
Okay.
you see, when would the whole road down say no honky when I put my back for him body, say no.
And he no agree. He no
No,
agree.
say we don't see him for front.
Okay.
What happen? You go prepare, come.
Yes, then go clean. Yeah, then go prepare. Come.
Oh, he has no problem. What's in the program?
All of them just food there. They just say they did there. Now, all people we just take it, follow them, we just like them. Their girls are not there. I for cancel the USB for their face.
I have a pot of medicine. He
I
told
for cancel that USB for their face. That interview not for hold.
You see that interview? Which interview? Which one?
You want me to talk to that Oyibo woman?
I know even mind. Do you know why I know go? Because that woman that they arrange that woman come. I don't carry the woman come.
Everything in the other way for job.
Yes, now then carry because that thing where they do the end there.
Okay.
That Oyibo woman stop that place, and from that place she can't go back.
Okay.
You know, even enter inside the court. No, do you mom woman no enter inside court too.
Okay.
As you see the now that place where you see that the Oyibo woman after they finish it, now they end. This thing a propaganda.
But your own not real.
Can you imagine?
They want to force over Tobie. You see what is sister? The plan of these people, this criminal.
What is sister?
You know, counter that memo. How about Tobie no go? The thing will go happen inside the court. You know, go believe.
Okay, that memo where you can't have it.
Yes.
That memo where you can't. What is sister say? What do you do battery? What do you do battery? Enka. Ege mu te kwabre no nya amesia. Debi ajeme your autopsy. Ege mu te bre no what is sister? Reje to le ya autopsy. Na dia ending gara baba.
Yes.
You that do it now.
And if they salute them, if they shake them, if they shake all of them. You don't know. Thank God for that memo.
You know, no. Thank God for the memo. Thank God for that memo. Now that memo say bad. Nah, give us the quote in there because Biafra struggle. Biafra struggle, don't struggle. I tell you, Biafra struggle, they struggle. You don't really struggle from this Itibori boss. You don't struggle.
Yes, so that memo. Yes.
That memo is very strong.
Yes.
Tell them with people say they don't fail.
Tell
Let them
them,
take their hand. Make them see the cross full up at the
yeah, tell them.
That cross is a sign of victory.
Yes, it's a sign of victory.
That cross is a sign of winning.
Winning.
That cross is a sign of independence.
Oh,
that cross is a sign of
Shalom, shalom. My name is Oluwagbemileke Adeboye. I am here at the Bank 78 Experience Center Cap.
Victory.
Yes.
Oh, I have no.
So no matter what that is.
Emma Bongo direct call, so it was in a
As a baku to upon us.
Yeah, the government is standing, got everybody together. One day,
Get it all can you
Rivu na okwukwe onye na-azụ ya mana okwukwe gị na-azọ gị na ihe na-azọkwa onwe gị. Okwukwe ihe anọ inside the court no this last day o ya afọ ife ofu to bear. Onye chi na-azọ na-azọ onwe. Oh. So chaplet of no chaplet, that no just go kwesịrị onye chi na-azọ na-azọ onwe onye chi na-azọ na-azọ onwe o nwere okwukwe onye o gosiri chaplet o ji n'aka ahụ na chaplet a na-eprotect mana o ji as a Christian ọwụ ọkweghọtago ọkwa o ji chaplet n'aka ọkwa n'ime chapel the only holy place enwere na Catholic Church chapel ana m eje ụka mana ana m aba n'ime ebe a because of quiet ebe ahụ ka eji eje gbuo ori sọrọ bee ya onu ọkwa inside chapel na awụzie chaplet so mụnwa na onwe m ebere ivu na okwukwe onye na-azọ ya mana okwukwe gị na-azọ gị na ihe na-azọkwa onwe gị okwukwe gị na-azọ gị ihe na-azọkwa onwe gị mana ọ na-ezọ ha onwe gị alụ eme gị so ọnwụ na ọbata obi o kwesịrị ịma na this last day a kịta
arụ ama mma ọbata obi arụ emechala yu ebe odu a stijara God is going to disappoint you people. I want to argue here, man. Maazị Banjoko, as we speak, but the only Biafra or the only freedom fighter I am from Nola court ndị ọcha defending Biafra. This one have something to offer. That is very struggle.
No could over. This last day, we have FIFA offer to bear.
And what if on
na ko kwesịrị ndị kuchi na mụnwa ya try kwa ịgwakwa ya okwu ege akpa ha na nje m na gwakwu ya ọ na-egekwe m ntị na ngwabe ya ụbọchị ọsụ m oke mana
ịgwacha ya ọsị gị oke ịchọburu ịgwacha ya ọsị gị nwaanyị kọrọ ebe a ọ ihe ịchọ ịkọchara ya ọsị gị oke mgbe ọ ga-akọrọ gị ihe niile ịkọrọ ya na-abịa ihe niile anyị fụrụ ị na-akọrọ ya mgbe ọ ga-akọ ya na-abịa it is coming ọ kọpụta ka iku n'ume elu ka ọ wee download oge ihe niile ahụ kọrọ ya mgbe ọ chịkọta ha ncha were iwe ya ma gị suspension iwere ihe na-achọ
mba ha nọ ya
nwaanyị ha ama nne ya mgbe e kere 20 million na nwere ihe ha ji ya were ha spend ya nwa 20 million ahụ spend ya obere ego were kwụọ ụgwọ hotel na were ya ọzọ oluku na-agba egwu na Maazị Banjoko na-atụrụ ya 6 years ya bịaziri na-akpọ fon ọkpọchie
mba Chioma ọma ha na-ekwukwa Chioma ọma ha na-ekwu onye ọbụla na-ekwu
the man have no
ihe nọ inside the court n'ụwa ọgụ hugging onye ị na-asịsa ha ọgụ na ọbata obi esigo na ya na-ahụ ọgụ na o nwere ife ya eme nke ife ya eme
izu ike ị na-etinyere ha ọgụ na ọsị gara pụ gị ahụ ọgụ ndị a na ha si fa who are you eating the other
o kwuru mbọsị a that I will hug everybody nothing will happen to me ị na-akwụkwọ ị na-ekwu okwu hug na ọsọkwa gị na ya hug everybody leave everybody no problem nna m azọba ahụ inwe ha it's not possible na obi ezi
Disappear until September 1st to become the smartest person in the room. Take a what?
Now Alan na-egosi loves all of a sudden they don't love over to nna ndị nke a sebe ike wụra
biko kpachi azụ because iji akpọwo ị na-akpọ direct call edoghị m ego iji kpọgo direct biko ka akọ ndị evu bịa na-abịakọ ya n'ahụ na-adụkọ ya n'ahụ o nwebeghị nke ba agwụbe Adam sorry how can you ndị a ewetere gị Biafra Ndu ọgwụ akpagharị na-ewetara ego ọgwụ a ka o ji wee kechicha ha ncha niile onwe nke another meche na o jiri ọgwụ jide ndị a because ndị a niile nwe ụmụala ma jiri. That is their agenda of Islamization. Then we complete it. If ụmụazị ala ma jiri amụrụ na ala Igbo ụfọdụ si Bible ya la this iwu nzakịta ọdụ nka trailer.
Dream Queen ledere ya na comment section. Ada, you are right.
Dangote ka eji vupụta ndị anọ n'ime ahịa wee togasịa. Ndị anọ n'ime ahịa were to. Ọ bụrụ ya ka ihe na-abịa n'ahịa. Ọ bụrụ these things ka ihe abịa n'ahịa. Nna onye ọrụ na-agbara ọgwụ ya ṅụọ.
Agwa ya.
Ọkpọ na. Hello.
Hello, Ada. Sorry, it's me that was calling.
Okay.
Hi. I don't know. Are you still live?
Yes, I can live.
How can I live?
Okay. Please. There's something I want to address. Please. There's someone on the comment section that was bringing your children, writing, words that is not right, towards your kids. And please, blessings to all the Africans. The comment section all over the world. Please, whoever that is doing that, please, can you stop?
What is the name of that person?
It's really gone up. It's like it has really gone up. I can't really recall the name, but some others can recall what I'm trying to say now. Someone was really talking about, the father of your kids, your children, and I was like, no, this is not right.
I train those children at school. Man, I only so ngozi ona bụ bolo fulani ona afụrụ 40 state nke so mbo bato bia puta onya ka na agwụ unu because na ngozi ona bụ bolo fulani inside the ume ngozi ijo eketa ya asị na bato bia ka never come out on life agwago button ndị a na-apị agwago meeting after meeting these criminals na-eme ka bato bia hapụ ịpụta
na ntụ nwaanyị a na-atụ
emu na nwa obere ihe I wish nobody to be an idea. Be very careful. Now all these criminals, trust even one way trust.
Trust okay.
Just no long way. Was no here.
Okay, go be
I invite. Tata, ndo to hanje masum achomo komanki hanchani in another place.
The hanja never hey, are the real we're not there being no manga. Because your plan now work there. Maybe how about we gonna disgrace Yanafa by telling them to go and issue that press release. Isn't them around invite? Who invited you?
So they everything naga.
And why did you refuse to go?
Because now because
that audio got up so what you are going through. They don't know the pain you are passing through. They don't know.
Because
okay. Okay, funny. Okay, so Jamboree okay, father serious. If Fagabara have nothing to do with Obatobi and Dibo if Fejezie Kajan Wonku. Hey, Juzian Manja. So haven't if left.
If we from I know Buddha, will it be we may invite?
Okay.
And I'm one women will come one woman say, when you know I can say,
I say, Wajan, it would to Bago game on your one and not yours. So he believe in what he could ever now. Umazia, no 2 eggman, I wouldn't know about whatever I can't. The Mary father of money, Nime toilet. Whatever why Johnny Mono.
Oyena chie. Okay, what I go Oyena chie. So are you fed in here? I only have it out there, Muyamida Macao. At least Halik organized like Les Pity, I man, I know, but I'm not like if
Hi, I'm Farah from Q Service, Nigeria's best rated web host. Get your .com domain for just 12,000 naira and your
nominate state. Madam Aliwa said never. It can never work. Obato be we whole group on her. Committee on her. Committee on the Afro-Makadisi declaration. Ngozo ola bubulo ni fulani work the number on that group.
Hey.
Obato be we.
She go on the group. Ta. It one asset. Dr. Ngozi Orabezen so na post declaration committee. Or the boy or second to the last. That post declaration committee. Young one there.
Where has the hammer won the saboma de no? For Batobi goes on a bull of finding a this uche. Name we phonoma or however mother no. Because if all Batobi co dissolve for the other group, no Batobi we dissolve the other group. We dissolve. Why Batobi say? Because he mentioned it. All that they mentioned this declaration, yeni na na Finland, yeni ne kuna Finland, yoni ne si we ku yeni no ku no Batobi si rolo, onwuro mbo kutre anything declaration.
Declaration na abi ihe kala epe ni a. Chai.
Onwuro mbo ku na bi.
Akachi obo na maazi eba, obo na ịnụrụ anything like declaration. Nwaanyị a yesofa, o nwere ike isofa ga ebe a ga ṅụọ nkwụ. Yes, I like talking about her. I like talking about her. Sorry about that. I like it.
They declare go Biafra. The only thing on go Otiasi we bido na brigi. Iyaro na brigi. Yini no boto bieku na emere na brigi. There is no place up to bieku teloku declaration.
So le brigi ni la yini na vote li la ono mene. Eh? Vote li la ono mene. USB declare rapata ni ya.
I want this yesterday. Yakandaje je copy ozugbo look all those ozugbo because you cholo
na afia
ihe ni no bato bi ekunu from then how many days on a court enwe bo bato bi ekunu okwu declaration
na okwu ni ya ni okwu
no na go brigi ka egwu na-ekwu ni no mere na brigi na-ekwu onesi build brigi onye brigi si we bido etesi leji ose brigi iri na brigi mere until now onwere ebe ọbata obi ekwuru okwu declaration.
So ka ezi ntụ o si were kwuntazie declaration a ọgwụ ka akọrọ ya.
No na this persecution jụrụ ọbata obi ajụjụ to nail him. Ọbata obi can never talk about declaration. Why go ji si ya maybe not just say ka even na-eji ekwu okwu declaration also because he mentioned it.
She's in pain.
Because he mentioned it.
How heartless ndị be anyị dị. Even ndị ọcha nwa anyị na-eche some people believe na the recognition na yesi n'aka Fabia, they know na enwere declaration. Mana those that went for the declaration, they are the people denying that declaration. Onye ọcha persecutor ma na enwere declaration. Ka ifu how heartless ndị be anyị dị. Ndị gaziri the declaration asị mba na enwere anything like the declaration. Who is now following
declaration? Obatobi can never say anything about it. Shows you that anything goes on like Google of an email and irritate Obatobi. When Obatobi comes, or even in the Kaya on social media, after because only a private discussion, private
everything
discussion, you can't bring it here on social media. Manon Bojis, the Akaya Pakazie, Kaya Mazim Benabom, Keboke. For more than them Bonandeg, or Jugana, whereas Eka continue now on goes on like Google of my commander in chief of terrorists. I would draw them. Unukwesrema that name.
For young when you continue now, but the alpha, in our narrative, watch your push you based on Namaze Banjoku no for Fuebe. So when she constantly say it, somebody somewhere may begin to believe. Even after, maybe Maze Banjoko, after she refused, ni change. Maze Banjoko no change made serious to believe. And if I want any dream, even after Kayama Bobato be a stop social media saga, she continued calling Orabufulani, the chief commander of terrorists, that Maze Banjoko we now pause and begin to think, then what something what Roger Timbua. No beer. Ya call it whoever for Yama, it continue now. There is something negative.
Usike that no ekwesịrị ịkwụ that place usike na ya and no way ife mechichichicha no apụta with shame
onye ebe a usike ị ya apụtakwa with shame, and this is not going to be the first and it is not going to be the last, because ikwu n'okwu fall back up to date, that one ended in shame. Ga-apụta from fall back. Unu afụsịa na Finland unu ekwu okwu CRC BGC which will honor fundraising. Feel that you people have arrived. All of a sudden, you fall out. If you call a lawyer, now so you go from here, you run away. So look shame happening before you. This program in shame is already there. You have to think again. So what do you want Obatobi to do? To tell you to shut up. To tell you for that reason, stop coming. So Obatobi Obruno Siriko Kara stop them. Obatobi Obruno feel na Ngozora Beze they are important. Okara stop them for Cabrera. Obatobi and Nekuna court. Why not stop them? If for Brenner. So what does that mean? Don't worry, folk means what? A man asking silent is the best answer given to a fool. So into a home I can get to know you fully well, nay, create a problem. That one alone, get your home I get. Nobody don't know what I can get it. Oh, we're going to stop war, but yet you continue because that is who you are and what you do. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So for that reason, all is well. If I call so for that reason, all is well. Eh? Hey. Na ika wala. Let's buy there. Let's buy ika. So you want to look at how Bariamba.
And Obatobi no yoku. All that in the window to they don't know anything.
You know something.
We here.
Yes, you know something.
Quite from that. Oh my God.
By the time we get back, I can never now. Genesis can how. It can no matter because of all man, all carry USB at all. I can be there.
Oh my God. Umu ibomuno zemozo ma happen. Mana do it na chimeka ono mala o that na onyo ona chiya chaplet ye na mirende na ekpe chaplet una na ekpe si chaplet ya unu ike.
Okay.
Ndị na ena ụmụaka ji ọfọ o na asụ ọfọ na anị ndị na-awụ ọjị ndị ji ọjị ekpe enu uche ọjị ndị ji mmiri ekpe enu uti mmiri ndị ihe ọnụ mara ihe niile unu ji ekpe wepụta na ya wee na-ekpe
unu mara ihe niile unu ji ekpe unu were akpebe mana mmadụ kpere nke ya with akụ oyibo ọsịla ọbụ incantation law ọgwụ eburu wee bịa in fact ọ tọọnụọla akụ oyibo akụrụ akụ ite ọgwụ pot of medicine pot of juju akụ oyibo akụrụ akụwa ọ convert ya to pot of juju na-ebu ite ọgwụ wee gaa Finland. Chai!
Because onweghị onye ọzọ anyị nwere anyị eso na ndị na-akụwa akụ oyibo anyị eso na ndị na-ebu ite ọgwụ akpagharị anyị eso na ndị na-akụwa akwa ndị na-ebu ite akwa akpagharị. We don't follow them and we can never be them.
Okay.
The only thing I know ekpere ka anyị ji ọfọ na ogu ka anyị ji aga. So onye mara nke oji ya jisi ike na ya. Ụnọ na ife na agwụ ọbata obi emekwene nke ya ndị o mere excellent. Ọbata obi emechichala onwe ha ebe ọ fọrọ. Onye megide wee sị persecutor you must tender apology to me. But obviously, your apology accepted. Your apology accepted.
The prosecutor tendered apology.
You see, even when Obatobie na the journalist ajụjụ Obatobie nyawo oshishos n'ihu si n'azụ na-agba di mmanụ na-amakwari n'oche ọnụ kwata ife the persecutor na-eme wele hate Finland. Now Finland were good people. No, this kind of people may be name of Finland. Now Finland are the whole like this. Now Finland or why Finland is the kind of good now or to Finland the kind of onendo Finland the about Finland. Now ye juponi for nyamele we na the Finland the enjoy. Now Finland are the enjoy. Finland good. Now ezbo obodo ka Finland o eji west na ye wetela Finland to be ano kedindu na ebuzi ano imo onye oklos no ndo mozo mba oju ya si ya no oju di man si ya from well, one of our sisters I got a pony to be ai biko aya to pokwala na ya onu aye sekwe photo I just blanket and the kuchi na Adam happy maybe then do USB so a photo and I send them for a picture and social media and I'm happy and for te and up on social media
take a ready so very in car
I forgot that na ngozola bu golo funani na group chọrọ ibu Simon ha bulu ọgwụ were bịa ịkọgbu Simon n'ọgwụ were mecha after ka ha mecha ha bulu ite ọgwụ ha bịa kụwa anya na n'ihu court
ite ọgwụ ga akọwa from akị oyibo ọ bụghị akị oyibo ite ọgwụ ka ha ejiri kụwa Magachi, all of this damage brain, no damage your brain. All of why you damage your brain.
Ati Simon ekpa njoku na ekpele because na ngozi ola be gwolo funani sendiri ụmụ ya ka ha bịa gbuo Simon with poison. Uchi shiba bịa iji prove. So ekene m unu ụmụ Igbo jisi na ike. Chukwu m gọziele m unu niile n'ehihie ma n'ehihie gwa ife ha jiri ego anyị donate ego anyị tọkọta were mee because that gịnị ka ọwụ kedu ife ji eme
that is that from Lasuba. Before I open studio don't worry if just 6-minute video let me just play it ka ọ ghara ịdị ka nwaziri ife ọzọ.
My beloved Biafrans, my brothers and sisters at home and across the diaspora, our gallant families in every continent, and every friends of freedom, justice, and self-determination throughout the world. I greet you in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama and in the indestructible spirit of Biafra.
The latest.
Another week has come.
Okay.
Another week of struggle.
Okay.
Another week of
every week, I have a new update.
Progress. And I return to you as I promised.
Okay.
To account for our work.
Okay.
To inform you of our progress.
Okay.
And to strengthen the unity that binds this great family together.
Okay.
Listen to me. We are winning.
Okay.
We are winning on every front. And our enemies are running scared.
Okay.
The press conference happened and the world heard the truth.
Okay.
Last week, I told you we would hold a world press conference. And we did it. On Monday, 17th August, 2026, at the NUJ headquarters in Umuahia, our legal team stood before the world and laid bare the atrocities the Nigerian state had spent years trying to bury. Amnesty International conducted a similar world press briefing in Umaya on Thursday, the 20th of August. This was not a political rally. This was not a slogan shouting. This was evidence. Names were read, families testified, medical records were presented, photographs were displayed, survivors spoke, the mothers of the missing wept before the cameras. And the international media took notice. The plight of the unjustly detained is no longer hidden from the world view. Our lawyers placed before Nigeria and the international community a simple constitutional proposition that cannot be refuted. Proscription is not a license to kidnap citizens. A gazette is not a permission to torture anybody. A proscription order does not suspend the Constitution. It does not abolish the right to life, the right to personal liberty, or the right to fair hearing. It does not permit indefinite detention. And it certainly does not authorize forced disappearance. The question now on the global stage, where are these people? Under whose authority are they being held? What offense are they charged with? Where is the charge? Which court has jurisdiction? And where are those already ordered released?
If I
The Nigerian government can no longer pretend that nobody is watching. The truth about the missing, no more hiding. Dear friends, there is now a converging public record around enforced disappearance, secret detention, and deaths involving our young people. This is no longer social media gossip. This is a documented fact. There are now several distinct public strands, lawyers, human rights organizations, and our own Directorate of State, all raising the same questions about our people adoptions from the Southeast, whose whereabouts remain unknown. Our people are being held in military and security custody without trials. Our people in Wawa Detention Center. Our people are dying in detention. Our people are being compelled to make false plea and admissions. Our people who have obtained court orders for release but remain incarcerated. The complete absence of any transparent register accounting for those detained, released, transferred, or diseased. That last point is the most powerful. Where are these people? Who arrested them? Under whose authority? What offense are they charged with? Why have they not been brought before the courts? Who died in the custody? Where are their bodies? These questions will not disappear. The families coming forward, the evidence becomes crystal clear to the whole world. The star witness, marked witness PW2, known as Mr. BBB, gave testimony under oath. He stated clearly under oath that he had never met Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before. He said, "My beloved Biafrans, my brothers and sisters at home and across the diaspora, our gallant families in every continent."
Upon Anuga, I have update, weekly update. On Anuga, or with our own update. So that is that. I am going to open the studio. Come in and make your comment. The studio is open now. Mazi Greg, if you are around, grab the mic. The studio is open. Come in and make your comment. Meraya brief. Meraya brief. Meraya brief. That is the link. Come in. No, Mazi Greg is not here. The studio is open. Come in and make your comment. Ona Fugola Suba. Right. Obi-Wan, no. Makamele, grab the mic.
Hello, Mr. Kilena. How are you doing today?
No.
Cool. Sorry about last time, man. My phone was on actually, but I was in and out. So I didn't hear when you say you wanted only Madam Origin in the studio.
No, good.
Yeah, thanks so much. I greet everyone, Madam Origin, everybody, Ocean Master, Madam River God, my River Goddess, and Mr. Greg, Oluchiwa God, Akoye Wetalo. I can't remember all. We are a lot of people here. I salute all of you people. Elena, take it out again. Let me check.
24.
24/08/2026. La Suba Chidimma Mary Chika Ike ye bakwana internet very soon. This is I'm a prophet, but the way I see things on a hatred, they may on a suicidal way, and without her knowing that he's going, that's not only one get there where I'm making a nuisance. With all the signs that is playing out now, ndị ma ihe ji idea change. Ndị ma ihe ji idea change. But you can see that Ada Diorama is so blind to the extent that now he suppose he make or change your mind there no n'ihu yet. And another thing no there be say we just have to be ready. Ada Diorama will fight PM. You need to for name. Also, I don't know want Biafra. The woman don't care whether you get Biafra or not. She is just catching her fun on the internet. She is enjoying her guests. Dreamy Queen, for the fact that she has people that she controls. That is what she wants. I'll talk him about Biafra. Because now, in Lasuba from far, you should know that Lasuba Olugo ga I pedal the down based on Ngosora base. Olubehe is it not time? A different thing this woman no mege that now you hate her to the extent that anything concern in a way a terrorist on analogy dig analogy your boyfriend on analogy because to hate things or the only push you as if that na enwelo iya ya amaho Dr. Ngozo Arabeze mere Ada Diorama because So no hate that much. So far now that Ngozi Oronabeze is talking because I don't know my week or like hate a USB. Man, because now Ngozi Oronabeze we not in charge or hate everything concerned. Gina da yala bank katakita just mention Ngozi una batakwa. It has happened most of the times. The trigger word is Ngozi Oronabeze. Just mention it, every other thing will go sour. That's why I say that na hatred they make it or lose away without her even knowing. The only thing make sense towards Nandria here na Finland or happen all for 6 weeks, 3 weeks on na Finland. Megan onye Guinea one guy no neighbor ammonia na every day. Or sim can imagine na Adadorama happen all niile je Finland na support or Batobe. Since on a Finland, every information this woman is bringing, every other person will go there, talk about how successful that the case of Batobi. Every day, or that drama is new put things of negative. Any positive thing that drama call me na Finland. Or whether Monya actually call. Oh no, who wako ibo, one man a money jacko ibo, where be there, one man at a ibo. Oh no, hugging a hog. Onye kia whether me in a hog Simon ever quiet. I don't just understand. And then you showed us that that you are happy that not told Simon Ebanga. We all saw it. You even told us that Simon should go inside. They can go to the Aja. You told us that nobody to be in a committee terrorism. No goes on in the help here. All of these things that you told us is showing that you are the one. It shows that you are the one that wouldn't want Obatobie to come out. But yet, if it is no Ngozi Oronabeze, go and check Ngozi Oronabeze message. Is that no Obatobie must come out. Today I was listening to this Pan-African guy and how passionate this guy is, talking about like him not be serious about Iwepta Obatobie. And the whole country, this is not this man's country. But who make it out time? Name Finland got unu fuck up. Me oju never also. Kada de man we mind. Now call this man on. With all, can you think about what I'm telling you? Like, in here, Adadora who think these examples now. But yet, Adadora can never believe no other sabotage. Every donors now the USB alcohol. I don't just understand. Adadora the capo buy na a private hospital. Psychological private hospital, so sonyawa only Makowiki have infected other patients because the woman is very sick and sad. And when I get all identify her as Briggy at some point, which na in a time yana chomo koma very soon because she can't stay where there is peaceful. I don't create a WhatsApp group get nya yevuzo okay create a meeting no matter nya yevuzo that she can never stay anywhere that is peaceful. And let me tell you, the reason why everybody that is supporting USB now, remember how I spoke to Master Prophet, the reason why we don't play this time is because of what is happening around us. When he got to be here before, I think was the order of your program when China invented the drone that goes inside the sea to rescue people on American. Now you invented today now. Man Nigeria cannot complain about Benin Expressway. Uze say Lagos ana just road. Okay, keep kita no ebe and Japan the kagina le child control back of a
Singapore.
2026 ka countries kifu ebe hano that most of the problem I can biga Nigeria, giant of Africa, giant, over 260 million smart people. Can ayo? Awokwa na no arucha webe no aka na ayo ka aluta nwo belu uzo. Owo emokwana uzo esi eje from Lagos to east. Suppose you like 5 lane or 6 lane. Ihe na afụ na Benin ọ dị ka ụzọ esi aba village mana main street road eji aga from one region to the other. I suppose apia 6 side apia 6 side. What is wrong with na can work eziokwu the way Nigeria is I get so ashamed. I'm so ashamed of myself to identify that I was once in Nigeria, and that is why I hate everybody. And like my uncle is like my best friend. Man, since so much I hear so bad, they lost hope. USB or they believe for no Mugweli last time. Can I be period? Oh no, my uncle. I come up because I can understand. I've gone that now. These people really they at this time ka ana ndị Igbo na ana ayo ndị ikpere iwu onye Igbo ana asị ndị Delta iwu onye Igbo, but inetu anya na ifo game ha play after the war. The only people that can challenge in the ọcha Oma Migego the Delefaro to me last something about ihe mere ndị ọcha akonka ndị bai. Because of how we operate, we develop this decentralization this na 40 states now. Is how we can be able to grow. Decision. This man was actually talking about why we were not conquered. And now, after the war, these people decided to the more I pay, okay, unification. Ụfọdụ ndị ọ dịka na ayo somebody na the mind na say no onye Igbo ka no bịa for simbakwa n'ọkwa onye kogi ka ọ mana onye ayo ewere dị ime na America je mụọ nwa ka o weta American citizenship maka gịnị ọ bụ na Biafra with na function properly with the system I use ka America mma ihe na ayo onye ikwere ya were onye Igbo all back family na-achụ immigration na-asị na Asia ọdụ no na-achọ citizenship mana na ihe ayo kita no because na the country is messed up. Nke ihe go ma akwa road anom na people no 4 days kisi Lagos na South East in all na 4 days on the road kezo the train ibale ihe with the insecurity in Nigeria. Kenena, this is not a joking matter. In 2026, other countries are talking of some important innovations. People in a mass, people in a robot. By the year 2050, they're telling you that by the year 2050, that you'll be lazy to take out your trash from your house. 26. Oh, okay, now you can't go no. It may go just ordinary owners. Here now just a smart house that operates with voice command. A house that now even from your car you can set up your heater and warm whatever you want to do. You can set your house up from inside moti na before a loan. Here now something that will happen. AI is acting like a god. It's acting like a god. It is an enhancement, a machine or computer that is competing with your mindset and even predict more than your mind. Every information now, AI is taking note of every suggestion I made here and the one that you make. That is why you were told today. Meta AI when you ask any question or saga. Because all now collected data. How many people on the world? Billions of people on the world. anything that you type into the computer, it takes it down. How you think, whatever decision, anything, that is how they gather information. Nye assignment kita anwa njụọ phone m ọrụ mass enye m jijụọ phone m ọrụ mass a mmeje na tapen n'ọnụ ọrụ ya ozugbo njem pass, and the worst is na gana omenye the same answer onye onya onye onya kifo ebe. Why I'm telling you all these things is kifo where the level of the world is going, but in the by kana dwell na Bini, Lagos Bini road. Mr. Greg, I greet you. May God bless the United States of Biafra. Thank you.
Master Greg, grab the mic as we round off.
Yeah, thank you so much, brother. Second round. Like another one. Now Biafra is going to the Christian side. And yeah. And the friends of Biafra and the enemies of Biafra, my greetings to you all. Yeah, Mazi. Only one thing left me to come in. After watching this guy work with again immediately after your first program, so I just dashed into that request because the title is that the IPOB helping or helping Mazi Simon Ek, that IPOB is helping Simon Ek. So when I saw that traction, that listing, that type up, I just said, let me see how IPOB is helping our PM on this court case. So he started talking.
Sorry, it's not IPOB. Yes, it's not IPOB making it.
His caption is IPOB helping Simons in the court case or what, something like that. That's that you're helping Simon Ekman.
Okay, help.
IPOB. That IPOB is helping Simon Ekman. So the thing makes me just go inside the listener. So let me see how IPOB is helping our PM. So, and then along the line, I find out that it was this bright coma, I don't know what you call him. You know, there was interview, somebody interviewed him in Finland. So he was talking how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu directed that they should send the court case. This UN something that when UN said that Nigeria should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and compensate him. I heard that they should send that this thing, and then they should send another in case one against Nigeria, Mahi and the State. So that is what the husband of Jomo Koma was saying in that interview. So he pledged that program that now civil should see that I think is helping my assignment. So I was disappointed. And not only that, so this criminal, what do you call it? One that is always something, I don't remember in this program. What's his name again? Obieze. Because Obieze normally goes to his program, and Obieze doesn't answer Obieze in that program. Obieze answers Pedro in that program. So immediately when the guy brought the picture of Dr. Ngozi Ohaneze and Obiekere and Joy, this will former wife, this is the kind of thing. Among this is not good. Yeah. So Obieze was not seeing any picture. So he was having problems with Obieze, thinking that Obieze was against the husband of that common. So at a point, they're having this story, saying he will Obieze because there had nothing that will make him to remove that picture, not knowing. I think he later wrote that He is not against the Obama, but he is against Ngozi Orazeze. He doesn't want to see Ngozi Orazeze picture on that program. So, but the guy is telling him that there is nothing in his talk from now to blockade account that will make him to the roof. So, either he likes it, he say if he doesn't like it, he block him. So, and then after watching this, then you find out that what we are saying is perfect. Because there is something that connects them with this new IPOB, with Karen Takani. Something connects these people, but you people will not see the picture. Because when these people tell you that they don't recognize United States of Biafra, yeah, and the other IPOB is telling you the same thing. And this by telling you they don't recognize it. And immediately when they talk about 100 men for Mazin Nanikana, all of them shifted to that 100 men. Mazin Nanikana. Fortunately for them, unfortunately for some of them, they were not taken as that 100 men. So, but at their legs in that IPOB, 100%. Their leg is there. They have contact very, very well with this new IPOB. So their plan is to make sure that anything concerning USD is being disorganized. That there is going to be a new declaration. So that is what they are working. So that is why they do everything they can to corner Simon Ekpanjo, even though they rejoice when Simon Ekpan was in prison. And the people who is fighting tooth and nail, doing everything, is people who they are blackmailing, only to just achieve that their aim. You will see the authority of this woman in this your program. For her, she's 100% sure that nothing concerning more Simon Ekpanjo with United States of Biafra, and nothing will make Simon Ekpa in this world to work with Otungo's analysts. For her, she's that one is completely what is the language of refinement of those and those and those. Somebody should help me. It's already done and dusted. Done and dusted. So for another man, and the United States of Biafra people is done and dusted. There is nothing to make Simon Ekpa go to these people. That one is done and dusted. So that will show you the extent they want to go. Either they will get what they want from in Finland, or they will destroy everything. Or they are ready to fight in Finland to blackmail Simon Ekpa and Joko and United States of Biafra. They are ready to do any down thing if they want to talk to Simon Ekpa and Joko, and if he's trying to make some head, they are ready to do scatter everything. That is what they are trying to do. That is what I can read from anything concerning these people. So it's a pity that these useless people, they knew the extent damage. Their damage all of them know what they did, and they want that trying to cover it by all means. Because nobody will be Simon Ekpanjo cannot come out and know everything that these people did and bring them closer. It's impossible. It's impossible. So that's why they do everything they can do to make sure they destroy everything. Instead of for them not to get what they want, let everything be destroyed. That is what I can read from this very European. So it lets for United States of Biafra to strategize on their own to make sure they achieve the right thing. Because this is the wisdom of Solomon. And the victory must go to the people that victory belongs to. The people who labored to make sure that this mandate stands till today, they will not be in vain. That is why I come in. So any person that watch that program can come and always, if you watch this IPOB people, and watch what you are doing in Finland, then you can piece all of them and bring them together and know where they belong. I'm telling you the fact, but when the result will come out, everybody will see it. They don't want that then. Oh, it have told you here that they're going to declare Biafra. And that is India kind of fact with the matter prophet. So that's where they stand. So when you are telling that the United States of Biafra government, they want to destroy it. And that is the work of evil politicians. Because the point that we need it, all of us, what are they talking? We want to Biafra, but we don't want to this Biafra of Simon Ekpa declared in Finland. We don't want it. And the kind of fight for and the kind to be released. And then if you maybe will help people to work to get for the referendum before Biafra can be declared. That is how the politicians always treat them. That we are with you people, just make sure that this thing, this guy in Finland will not work. And they will be working towards that. There is only matter of giving them money and they will be doing whatever they ask them to. Every Biafra, if any person that really wants freedom should open his eyes, and we will never miss this chance. If we miss this chance, I'm telling you before God, we will not get Biafra declared again. And for we to get to this level, to discuss Biafra again, international level where we have gotten to, and this people want to destroy it now, for us to go back and begin again, there will be no more Biafra. Any person who is not taken towards that side, I will be reading it well if you help these people to destroy this opportunity, it will be very hard. But my prayer is let God release my Simon Ekpa. That is when the real battle will start. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, Mazi Greg. Manambidi is I the release of Mazi Ekpa Oko Ganya one side, the other side, Oko Ibiri. Whatever I got, the thing gonna maybe in some hours time I may bring the program from that space. That is if need be. Omaka mere all of us some truth. Omaka mere also about some truth. I gaba gagaru anaba naru oversee do wapi do mazes and we from Maka go Maka mere. Stay blessed. Touch the like button. Join us in some hours time as we continue. Bye for now.